Hey guys, and giving out jackpots is the name of the game, and we've given out 19 during this week. 387 for this season X, trying to make it into that 400 jackpot range to finish off season X, because we only got one more month left.
I can't believe we're already there, but Friday did not disappoint. On Friday, we started off the day with Cruiser 7 over at Ray J's Woodbury, winning $795. But it didn't slow down there. We had Shmee over at Hollydale, 3-in-1, winning $1,850. But that wasn't the end of Friday.
No, it was not the end of Friday, as we also had IBS over at McGilly's Cubbies. I think
it's just like McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy's.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Winning $670 on that jackpot. But then I actually was able to give out this. Hey, guys, and we're getting into some jackpot hunt. No, actually, we're getting into some Lucky Four bingo before we get into 23 games.
The Lucky Four sandwich.
Exactly. We love the Lucky Four sandwich. Just 7 seconds to get enrolled into this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we are streaming live on the Pilot TV Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and the Twitch app. Our channel name on both YouTube and Twitch is Mega Soda.
Yeah, we love Mega Soda. We love all things that are going on right here. Look at this.
Hey.
Can we get this out? Let's do it right here, guys.
Doesn't look like it. Moving on to that major prize. Let's see if they can stay within that one ball away right here. No, not happening. We're moving on to that mini prize, but one ball away. Steve has 3 chances to be able to take this one home.
Come on, Steve. Do Steve stuff.
One more shot to be able to take home this mini.
Boom.
No, $8 must go. We got Steve and J-Lo. Good to have J-Lo in there.
Yeah, it's always good to have J-Lo in the broadcast. J-Lo comes to play a lot.
Oh, yeah. So let's see if we can give out this prize. They're both playing at Johnny B's. Wow, a lot of people playing at Johnny B's right now.
Hot location.
Yeah, Steve, Dan, and J-Lo all there. But now our first different location, Corner Bar in Goodhue, and it's the home of one of our top Twiking Zone players, Not Lucky.
Oh, there's another big-time player, another leader, 2 leaders on our leaderboards. Yags 370, Not Lucky, top-tier players, that's for sure. Who is going to take this must go home right now? I don't know, but I'll tell you this, Jackpot Hunter, it's Steve doing Steve stuff and Yags 370 doing Yags 370 stuff. They both did it 2, 12, 65, 75, all those top lucky numbers. So 2 and was it 12?
12, yes.
Yeah, 2 and 12. So we're getting into game number 1 of 23 of Jackpot Hunter. You can play 36 cards around just $1 a card. We got a huge night ahead of us. As you can see, this minor jackpot over $200 already. Next game, if we don't give it out right here at 56, it will be at 60 balls because it goes up in $100 increments. 4 balls each time. We're right on the cusp of it. We're trying to get that elusive quad minor jackpot give out.
Exactly. We've given out 3. We did last time we were on air.
Yes.
We were able to give out 3 jackpots on that minor.
Yes.
I was able to do it the broadcast before that.
Right. You and Ben did that. Then you and I did that.
Now I'm on air here, and I'm going to be trying to do it for a 3rd time in a row, but I'm going to be trying to get the 4th one on there as well. So you guys just got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to get enrolled in this one. As just like you said, that minor, it's going to be your last shot at 56 balls or less. It's going to be up to 60 balls if you don't win it in that.
Absolutely. So it always starts at 52 no matter what. So it's always a good shot at getting it. And we're going to be trying to give out, like I say, as many as possible tonight. Well, we're broadcasting live on Pilot TV. Well, that means all these new Pilot TV locations that we got, they've got us up there on the TV on the wall. Good to be hanging out with all you guys. Places like VFW Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill. So many locations.
Yeah, you also got the 152 Club, Wild Bill Sports Saloon in Blaine and in Woodbury, Ditto's Bar, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, Clay's, Neighbors on the Run, the Sleepy Eye Servicemen's Club, and the Big Ten Tavern.
Getting it done out there, guys. Well, we got less than 2 minutes till we get enrolled in game uno of the broadcast. It's really been fun here at the end of season 9 and how things have been rolling.
Oh, yes, it definitely has.
Season 10. Season X.
Yeah,
I said season 9.
Yeah,
what
not
happened?
season
How
9.
What happened there? My
Yeah,
brain
we've been seeing
short-circuited.
Season X, Season 10, but I haven't heard you mess up with Season 9. That's
No.
funny. But let's talk about just last week. We've had 19 jackpots for the rolling week. 424 for Season X.
Yeah, it's really been an awesome season, and this weekend didn't disappoint. We started off Friday with a bang. We had Tongue over at American Legion Ironton win $619. Then with $699.70 over at the Blue Note, Damon kept it rolling.
Yeah, good job, Damon and Tongue. But we also had mine over at VFW
Oh, it's a big
Dilworth.
one.
Take home $24,398.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money going into your pocket. Just, you don't see that go out very often. But I think it was that minor jackpot in major jackpot. Wait, it goes, mega major minor.
Yeah.
In the skull.
Okay.
It was the middle one of the skull jackpot because that one went out this weekend, and I'm guessing it was that $24,000 one.
Huge win.
There's gonna be a huge one tonight.
Yeah, that major's looking really good.
Yeah, over like $40,000.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah, that's that coverall. And we talked about the Lucky 4 sandwich. We've got a Skull Bingo sandwich coming up tonight because it's a big Vikings game day broadcast.
You got a little
this evening.
skull inside.
That's right. You got skull in it. You got skull on either side of it. There's a lot of skull to go around. We got some Vikings bingo, which is a great jackpot as well.
Yes.
That's going to be involved in there. That's kind of sandwiched as well. It's a sandwich night. Grab yourself a sandwich wherever you're at and grab yourself a jackpot sandwich as well. We are rolling in game number 1. We got a $26.80 Musco, $220 minor at 56 that will go up next game if we don't give it out right here. And then we got that major sitting at $7,583. We've given that out even in the last couple of weeks. We've given out jackpots at 49 balls.
Oh, yeah.
So that's doable. Now that mega, that's harder to do at 43 balls, but anything's possible.
Anything is possible, as Kevin Garnett once said.
That's right.
But we were also talking about Friday jackpots. Mine winning that giant jackpot of over $24,000. But we also had BGR over at Huck's Shipwreck Saloon take home $631 for that final jackpot of that Friday.
For sure. But then Saturday, Sunday, we kept things rolling with Gus over at Duff's Tavern on the Main on Saturday, winning $663. But our Vikings took a rest because they play today. But Sleva over at Menard's Restaurant in Rogers did not rest, won $841.
Yeah, good job to all those winners over the weekend, just winning some good amounts of cash. Yeah. And good job to good old mine again, winning $24,000. Wow, $24,000, excuse me.
Yeah, that's nice around the holiday time.
Yeah, that would be nice around the holiday time. But we got 47 balls dropped on this one. We're trying to give out this prize. It looks like we're clicking over that major prize, but we still have a shot at this minor as we got Little Bill 10 balls away. I used to be a big fan of...
the books, Little Bill books. Yeah, I used to read to you when you were a kid.
Yeah, awesome books. I don't remember them very well.
Yeah.
They're
fun little books. Yeah.
Really good books. And there was a show, wasn't there, as well?
There might have been. Yeah, I think there might have been a Little Bill show.
I think there was a show as well that I really enjoyed. One of my childhood classics. So shooting some memories into me. Little Bill.
Yeah, there you go. We got a $26.80 Musco prize on the line now. That means that all the jackpots are going to grow and roll to game number 2, which is a lucky game number 2 because it was one of our lucky 4, numbers there.
Oh, yes,
game
it is.
1. So excited about that.
Let's see. Is it going to go out before we can hit 70 balls drop? No, it's going out before that. It's not lucky. J-Lo and Bull all splitting that one. Bull and Not Lucky both at Corner Bar in Goodhue. And then you got J-Lo over at Johnny B's in Mankato.
Well, a lot of big names on that list, either just celebrities or bingo celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was super popular. Well, that was super fun, that first game of the 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. But that means we're about to get into one of our lucky 4 numbers. Just 2 minutes away from that. You can play up to 36 cards this round. But give us a like and a follow on our Facebook. Search Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. That way you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player picks, and so much more. Oh, yeah, definitely some really good stuff. And there's not many Mondays where we are broadcasting happy hour. No. And there's football going on. That's right. Yeah. It's super awesome. Yeah, we got Raiders versus... because we got a double. We got a double Monday night game tonight, which is super awesome.
Yes, exactly. And so it's 4 o'clock starting for this first one.
Who is that?
Yeah,
We gotta
let's
look
check
that
it
up.
out because I remember I didn't do a lot of research on it.
Yeah, no,
because there wasn't
We're
really.
thinking about Vikings, so yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't.
And these
care.
games all changed. We got 2 tomorrow as well. We got doubleheader tomorrow. So
yeah, so we actually have games to talk about. Raiders Browns.
yeah.
Yes, yeah,
underway.
just got started, right? It
You
should
got
be a
Nick
good
Mullins.
one.
I think Nick Mullins is under center for the Browns.
Is he?
Yeah.
The former 49ers quarterback?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting. I mean, he played really well for the 49ers for a few games.
Yes.
And, hey, I'm with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting to see these Cleveland Browns take on the Raiders. But I feel like every game is so pick-me right now with them because of all the COVID and injuries and everything that's happening.
Everything's up in the air right now.
Late in this season, I feel like the NFL is just all in shambles. Not
chaos.
even talking about how, like, only like the top 2 teams in the NFL can actually feel safe about acquiring a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody has actually acquired a playoff spot yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure because the Packers are at 11 wins now, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if they're secured.
I don't
in it.
think so because
Okay.
I think this is the longest it's ever went into the NFL without anyone clinching a playoff spot.
All right. Well, you got. I feel like the 10 and 11 team wins. 10 teams with 10 and 11 wins are really, really high chance that those guys are getting in.
Like the Chiefs, I think, are a 99% chance of making the playoffs.
Right.
They just have to win like one more game to be able to make it,
Right.
or like they could lose both games and still most likely make it.
Right.
It would just take a wild set of circumstances that they don't make it.
Absolutely. Now the 9-win teams. You kind of expect them to make it. You think it's probably most likely. But like when you get into the 8 and the 7-win
There's
teams.
so many of them.
Oh, so many.
There's a ridiculous, and this is the perfect example of 7 and 8 team games. I mean, you got the 6 and 7 Raiders, you got the 7 and 6 Cleveland Browns going at it.
Right. And then it doesn't stop there. Even like with our Vikings, of course, we're 6 and 7 as well.
Yes.
You're right on that verge. Can they make it? Can they not? It's going to take a lot, but you almost got to win out at this point, I think.
No, it's getting to the intense part of the season, just like you guys are getting to the intense part of your season X, where you guys have been getting those Twiking Zone points, those Jackpot 100 points, and those PGL points. And if you want to know when you can earn those points, you got to listen to this right here. You got Vikings Bingo. That earns you points for the Twiking Zone from 12 to 1 every single day. There's a great jackpot that you weren't able to give out today, right?
That is correct. So we'll get a shot at it when we go on the game day broadcast.
Yes, there should be over $6 grand.
It's over $6,000. It's over 6,400, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, that should be a really good prize as you guys play some Vikings Bengals to get our game day started. But then right after that, normal 12 to 1 time, we got Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition. It runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. Every $50, that miner clicks up 4 balls. So like how this one clicks up at 4 balls every $100, it does it for 50.
Absolutely. Well, it is going to be a fun one, of course. We started off tonight with that Lucky 4 bingo.
Yes.
We got it coming back up after we get off air on this happy hour. Of course, this happy hour, you see how good the jackpots look, how everything is going out. That miner could go out, not this game because we're already past that 60 ball count, but it could go out anytime. Probably by the time we get in the next game, we'll be over $300, which would mean the game after that, it'll be at 64 balls. But we got Gwendy, Steve, J-Lo, Wooly. Yeah.
Wow. And that may be the OG Wooly because that looks like the location the OG Wooly used to play at.
Yep,
Eagles
that's right.
St. Cloud.
That's right. That's that's part of the Yags crew over there.
Yeah.
OG Wooly, good to have all of you guys in here. I mean, we got Steve doing Steve stuff. We got J-Lo, the incomparable J-Lo out there getting after it. A lot of great players. That means we're getting enrolled in game number 3. Congratulations on all the splits out there. 2 minutes till we get into this 60 ball, but it'll be your last chance at 60 balls here because it's already over $300 now on this miner. Actually, it's closer to getting to 400 balls than 300, but that switch doesn't matter because once you get to 64 balls, that's as high as we go.
Yes, exactly. And it pretty much goes out the very next game once it clicks up to 64 balls. So get enrolled for this one because it has a high likelihood of going out in this game. 60 balls or less. I mean, super easy win.
We're here.
But we were talking about the Lucky 4 bingo and the Jackpot Hunter. Jackpot Hunter, we're in it for all the way till 6 o'clock. Right at 6 o'clock, we play another game of Lucky 4 bingo, which leads into some Skull bingo action.
On a Vikings game day, you can't be anything bigger. I think we should team up with John Randall for Regulators Mount Up game.
Yes. Yeah,
right?
Should that become the hump game of the
Vikings game day?
Of the Vikings game name, the Regulators?
Exactly. It'd be the Regulators game, but we give all the credit to John Randall.
Exactly.
I mean, definitely don't want to ever get on the wrong side of John Randall.
No, you do not. He's shorter than what you expect, but his bicep is bigger than my head. So
he was just a great player. I just loved one of my favorite players to ever watch.
Oh, with all the face paint running down. I mean, it was sweet.
Yeah, and just in intensity. He played with an intensity that cannot be matched.
Oh, yeah. But we were talking about Skull Bingo.
Yes.
That runs from 6 all the way till 10. And there's some really exciting jackpots that are in that. You got to cover all. $44,809. You can win it in 50 balls or less. You got a large frame of $3,908. You can win it in 43 balls or less, and then a line prize of $97.50 that goes out pretty much every single day that you can win in 10 balls or less.
Yeah, it's awesome, awesome, awesome. You're going to want to be here for it. All that is for sure. But then right after we play 45 minutes of Skull Bingo, we're jumping into that Vikings game day broadcast. It will be immediately into the Vikings Bingo. We'll do 4 games of that. We're going to do some tournament games. Then we'll get into some 4 games of Skull Bingo, get into some more tournament games. It's the Vikings victory. It's the top 10 games. Those are our tournament games. Then we'll get into some more Skull Bingo. Then we'll get you back to some Skull again after we go off air for that second half of the Vikings game where we're going to be beating up on them Bears. But we got back-to-back PGL nights. I mean, talk about my heart pumping peanut butter. It started last night, getting so excited about 2 PGL nights. Got the Vikings victory. Then tomorrow night, biggest gaming night of the week in the state of Minnesota, and it's a holiday week.
Mega Soda Game Night.
Nicely done, nicely done.
Yes, it's 6:40 every single Tuesday. Love Mega Soda Game Night.
Hey, yeah.
Bedazzled Mike, turquoise jackets. You can't miss out on it. Tony and Nikki bringing you guys all the money that you could possibly want. So make sure you're here 6:40 every single Tuesday for all that PGL action.
Oh, I forgot. Jordy was supposed to bring us like holiday wear to wear on the broadcast.
Yes, and I think that was partly my job as well. And so I kind of
We could look down during the break. We could look down in the mothership closet and see if there's any holiday wear.
I think there's a stuffed squirrel that we could bring up.
We could bring the stuffed squirrel in.
Yeah.
That's very festive for the season.
I don't want to bring that thing in there. It's gross. But let's talk about something that's not gross. Wild Wednesday. That's not gross. It happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. We won't be having it this week.
No.
Due to
After the
festivities.
That's right. After the first of the year.
Yeah, I can't believe tomorrow is our final PGL night.
I know it.
For the rest of the year.
Yeah, this is going to end Season X.
Wow.
Coming up here. Yep.
And we still got some tight races to be finished up. Okay.
You never know.
So these are exciting. Yeah, one of the final 2 PGL nights is tonight, Vikings Game Day. The final PGL night is tomorrow, Mega Soda Game Night.
Absolutely.
I just put 2 and 2 together. That's awesome. So let's get excited. We won't have Wild Wednesday till next year. And so I'm excited to be able to be back for that.
Tell you what, who's hot? It's J-Lo over at Johnny B's in Mankato with $56.20 in J-Lo's pocket. And J-Lo just winning everything so far. Just unbelievable. So
just like she's winning Ben Affleck's heart again.
Is she?
Yeah, I think so. I think they just
Are they getting back together?
I think they just went on a date together. I don't know if they're back together, but I think they went to a basketball game together.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't keep close tabs on J-Lo's love life. You know, I'm going to admit that right now. But,
I don't either. I just I hear things now.
Yeah.
Actually, the person I think who informed me of it was actually Higgins.
Oh.
Surprising enough, I would have expected Jordy to be
Yeah.
the one to have announced it to me, but it was actually Higgins. We were on air together.
Okay.
He was like, "What do you feel about this?" And I was like, "I really didn't even know it happened." But
Right.
the only reason I like that happening is because I love the South Park episode where I always
I didn't know this either.
I also don't know South Park well enough to know the characters, so that's
Yeah.
my fandom of South Park. But is the big orange puffy jacket kid? I don't know if you've seen seen enough of South Park to know that kid. But he uses his hand and he dresses it up as J-Lo, and Ben Affleck falls in love with his hand, and so it cracks me up the whole time, and so that's my love for Ben Affleck and J-Lo.
Okay. All right.
Strictly just because of that episode.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, just a little over 1 minute left to get enrolled in this game number 3 of the broadcast.
Yeah, we're already in game number 3.
Yeah.
1 minute. Exactly 1 minute to get enrolled in this one. The minor at 64 balls or less, $455 if
goodness.
you win it.
Probably with the must go, it'll be over $500 if you win that thing. So
And you want to win it on this one, or else you're going to start having to fill out paperwork.
exactly. We want to get this out.
Exactly.
And we were trying to get 4. We're trying to get 4. So.
Exactly. We got to get them out early. The game number 3 seems like the perfect game to get it out.
Yeah.
And so why not right now? 33 seconds to do so.
This must be game 4. We got to keep track. I feel like I'm not sure what's going on out there in the producer world with Curtis, but I haven't heard anything, so I'm thinking we better keep track.
Yes. So let's see. It's game 20, so we are in game number 3 of Jackpot Hunter, game number 4 of the whole broadcast.
Sounds good. Yep. So game 3 of Jackpot Hunter.
Yes.
The thrice game.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. No, I take it back.
See, I'm just worried
We're getting you enrolled into game number 4 of Jackpot Hunter.
Perfect. That's
You're
what
correct.
I thought.
Because
The quad game.
at 4:25, that's when we enroll into game number 5 of Jackpot Hunter.
Makes sense.
I know that.
Okay.
Time
we're
it up
on
right.
time. All right. Yeah, you'd be over $500 if you get this win right now here on this minor. You just got to do it in 64 balls. You got an $80.40 must go, $454.50 on that minor as well. So.
Yeah, but we got some great national days to go over, and to get us started off with is Go Caroling Day.
I kind of do this every day.
Yeah. People look at me weirder when it's in the summertime when I go door to door, but
I usually do Bon Jovi during that time.
oh
Yeah.
Dang it! I should have thought of that one.
Yeah.
I was still singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, yeah, during the summer times, I just knock on doors and then I go, steel horse.
She's a steel horse. She's wanted. Dead or alive. Okay, well, tune your voices. Obviously, we don't need to. On December 20th, so you can join others to go carol on Go Caroling Day. Caroling is the practice of singing Christmas songs from door to door as a form of celebration. The word carol means a joyful song or dance.
Nice. Yeah, I love caroling. I haven't had anyone ever show up at my door in recent years. I don't know if ever in my adult life.
I've never had anybody come and carol for us. So
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I always hold out the possibility that I just forgot, but I feel like I'd remember that experience.
yeah. Unless you can say that some people came up to my door, but then you would have experienced. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing never in my life.
If it did happen in my adult life, it was when you guys were super young, and like.
And far in the past kind of
Yes.
thing.
Yeah,
It hasn't
yeah.
happened in the last decade at least.
No, for sure not. But I think if you go out and do it, just be careful. Don't get in trouble. But but knock on the doors.
I
And
would love it if carolers became a thing again.
Yeah, absolutely. We just got a jackpot.
Woo! Andy over at the Spotlight Bar and Grill in Holly, taking home over $454 in total prizes. I mean, it's that $80 must go on top of it. It's going to be a lot of cash when you
Like $534.50.
Yeah,
Or 90. 534.90.
Yeah, exactly. So some really, really good stuff for Andy over at the Spotlight Bar. But now we're getting rolled into a game number 5 of this Jackpot Hunter. We got a miner that is now going to have to grow again. But hey, we're here for the long haul. We still got quite a few games left. And so we're expecting to give that miner out once again. So stick around and play some more. There's going to be good Muscos. That miner at 52 balls is still doable.
Yeah.
That major is definitely doable at 49 balls or less, $7,790. The tough one, the mega, the 100 grand, 43 balls or less mega. But the other 2 jackpots, extremely doable.
Absolutely. And if that National Day didn't suit your fancy.
Oh, go caroling day?
Yeah, I don't know why. But if you say, I'm not really a singer, I'm not really a knocker on people's doors.
Yeah, you're just being a bah humbug.
That might be. But if that isn't the case for you, the next one's for sure going to fit the narrative for you. If you're a huge Blake Shelton fan, if
rom-coms?
If you like rom-coms,
It's about the only thing that will get me through a rom-com.
It is National Sangria Day across the nation each year. On December 20th, National Sangria Day, it recognizes a wine and fresh fruit combination that brings a fresh celebration to the table. Sangria is a beverage made with wine and sweetened with fresh fruit and fruit juices. Other ingredients can include herbs, spices, carbonation, and liqueur. The combinations are endless, giving sangria a place in the cocktail rotation year-round. Refreshing and light during hot summer months, bright and sparkling during the winter ones. This fruity punch is quite versatile. Like I think of the Blake Shelton hit is, lips taste like sangria.
Oh, yeah. Good old
so.
sangria action. Do you like drinking sangria?
I don't think I've ever tried it.
Ever tried a sangria? I think I've had a sangria actually before.
I feel like I would like it. I like fruity. Yeah, I like spicy. Yeah, I think I'd like it.
I'm just trying to make sure that I've actually.
I'm kind of more of a Scotch and bourbon kind of guy, so I don't know.
Yeah, I had a sangria once, but I don't think I've never like really drank it. I thought it was tasty when I had it, but definitely wasn't something that I would drink all the time.
Right. I mean, I'm probably more of a grab a cigar, drink a cigar, or smoke a cigar and drink a Scotch.
Yeah, I mean that's the easy way to go about it. I mean, I feel like you're like the.
I usually do that on the East Lawn though.
Over on the East Lawn,
yeah,
of course. Yeah, shaken, not stirred.
Exactly. Me and Bond usually have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, so good old. Well, it's National Sangria Day, so if you're a sangria fan and you like it, make sure you order yourself one so that you can enjoy this national day.
Absolutely. Wouldn't want to miss it for the world.
And let's be honest, if you're going to celebrate Go Caroling Day, celebrating this day first, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. Like, if you have any kind of reservations about knocking on people's doors, sangria might ease some of those up. Just be careful of how much sangria before the caroling.
There's a fine line of confidence builder and and night ruiner.
That's right, because you may think you're singing better than you are. Have you seen that new commercial where they're like the people with like the earbuds in? It's like a commercial for like the earbuds, I think, or something like that, right? And you hear like what they're hearing, like, and they got the like actual like professional artists like singing it.
Oh yeah.
And then they basically come out of it, and the two people are like singing with like a lamp and acting like that's the microphone. But once you don't hear what they're hearing, like you hear what they're actually sounding like, they sound terrible.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a pretty funny commercial.
Oh, that's hilarious. It must be like noise canceling headphones that they're advertising or something like that. But that's so funny because it's so true. It's so true that you just don't even realize what it sounds like.
Oh, how far off you are.
Oh, you may feel like you are right on pitch with every single note. And it's nowhere close. Nowhere close.
Right. But if you're having fun and no one else is around,
right.
If
you're having fun and people are around.
As long as they're not like, hey.
Once people start telling you to stop, then you probably should. But if no one's telling you to stop, party on. But we got 62 balls dropped on this one. People 3 balls away. Let's see who can take it home. And there it is, J-Lo.
Wow, J-Lo on
everything besides the jackpot.
Yeah, J-Lo on an absolute terror so far. Yeah, didn't get the jackpot. Got every other win, I think, so far. Got $19.60 more. If you just keep winning like this, J-Lo, it doesn't matter if you get a jackpot. It'll all add up to a jackpot.
And you won't have to fill out any paperwork for a jackpot.
No paperwork at all.
Yeah. So
although I do think
he did scrape by without having to get any paperwork.
It's close. It's pretty much as close as you can get without having to do any paperwork. Yeah.
Exactly. But we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 7.
Yeah, I believe game number, is that right? Yeah. We're flying by the seat of our pants. I'm going to look up, I'm going to actually pull up, start doing my own, a little bit of my own production work here.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure we're all.
I've been lazy.
Make sure we're on the straight and narrow.
I'm just being lazy as all this.
We can figure this out pretty quickly.
That's right.
But let's talk about our Minnesota Twins, as they had a really nice season last season. A little bit down for their standards, but I expect them to continue to improve as they get better. But let's see if I can find anything. I'm just seeing if there's any big time news. A lot of stuff has been put on hold due to it, but Minnesota Twins are ranking the 5 Twins with the best shot at the Hall of Fame.
I think we're getting enrolled in game number 6 of the broadcast.
Game number 6. That would make that would make a lot of sense. Good old game number 6. But let's talk about the Minnesota Twins that have the best shot at making the Hall of Fame. I think this is a fun one. Let's see. Where does it get started off?
Well, we got 50-some seconds left to get enrolled in this game number 6 of the broadcast. That minor is growing right now. We already gave out 1. We're trying to give out 4. That would be our new record because we've given out 3 in the last 2 live broadcasted shows. We're going to give out at least 3. That's our plan. And if we can, we're going to try to give out 4. We're going to need you guys to get enrolled. Make sure you get enrolled. Make sure you push play. You can play up to 36 cards around. Just $1 a card.
All right, Joe Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
When will this player be ballot eligible in 2022?
All right, next year.
Yeah, making a case for him. You may be surprised to see Joe Nathan is on this list, as the relievers aren't often Hall of Famers.
Yeah, it's tough as a reliever.
The exception is when they rack up a lot of saves.
Yeah.
Something Nathan did a lot of. Nathan is 9th all-time in saves and 4th of all of the players ahead of him are all in the Hall of Fame, with the 5th one continuing to rise up the leaderboards, which is Billy Wagner.
Nicely done. Well, we are rolling now in game number 6. You got an $18.80 must go. That minor's sitting at $48. We'll see once that it's 100, it'll click up from 52 balls. It's at 52 balls right now. Could go out. That we do that all the time in Vikings Bingo. It'll go to 56 balls, but we'll see. Hopefully by next game we'll click that up over 100.
I like this player. That's next on the list.
Oh yeah, big time player.
Yeah. You got the number 4 best, Torrey Hunter.
Yeah, no, for sure. They say defense wins championships, so Torrey Hunter will need to take that claim to the Hall voters. It's hard if you're just a great glove and not a great bat. We'll see if this can work out for him, though. Hunter won 9 Gold Glove awards, was a 5-time All-Star, and won a Silver Slugger twice. So it also helps that he hit 353 homers and built an excellent career as a lovable star in the league. That always helps if you're a good guy.
Yeah, and he becomes eligible next year.
So
this year, actually, 2021.
2021. So he was already eligible this year. So this will be his 2nd year, I would guess, trying at it then. Coming up here this next year.
Yeah. This was released 1 year ago, now that I'm realizing it.
All right.
So some of these guys could be in already.
Yeah.
But
we're not getting that minor out this time. So that's going to grow and roll. It's going to be an $18.80 must-go prize.
Oh, yeah. Keep on getting a roll, press, and play into this game number.
It'll be 7 when we start enrolling.
Yes, game number 7. But we got the number 3 best shot Minnesota Twin, Jim Catt.
Okay.
we're talking about Jim Cat and his chances to make the Hall of Fame, but we'll go a little bit more in depth here. One of the better pitchers in the 1960s and 1970s, Cat was a stellar defender that has taken home 16 Golden Glove Awards and won a World Series.
Andy won a jackpot. Now Andy just won another $18.80. Nicely done, Andy, over at Spotlight Bar and Grill in Holly. Keep up the winning. You and J-Lo just owning the night so far. Big time for you. So congratulations. Yeah, that means we're getting enrolled in lucky game number 7 of the broadcast here. Make sure you get enrolled. Yeah, that's another good choice for sure on possible Hall of Famers. And we got a couple more for you in second there. You got Joe Mauer. He'll be eligible in 2024.
So he's got a while before he can make his case, but he's definitely a very talented player for us.
For sure. He's a 6-time All-Star with 3 batting titles, 3 Golden Gloves, 5 Silver Slugger Awards, and an MVP to his name. His 7-year peak at catcher ranked him 7th all-time, according to JAWS. Love the Jaws.
Yeah, so, I mean, just one of those players that it's going to be tough to keep him out of the Hall of Fame once he becomes eligible.
Absolutely.
It's just that matter of time when he becomes eligible. Yeah. And the final guy, the number 1 chance, Tony Olivia. Tony Olivia is thought of as one of the best players to not make the Hall of Fame. Olivia was a very well-rounded player like Mar, who is a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame before a knee injury slowed him down.
Yeah. That really, sometimes injuries, shorten up that career, and then it makes it a little tougher for you to get in. And I think baseball's probably one of the pickiest Hall of Fames that you have to do your career in a certain way.
I think he made the Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
nice.
That's
awesome.
It's in one of it. He finally was able to get into that Hall of Fame this year.
All right.
So
awesome.
Definitely a huge positive right there. Seeing one of those guys make it in.
Awesome.
Just big time stuff. But we got 30 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. So make sure you get enrolled and press play. I want to see if Jim Cat made it in as well. Jim Cat also made it into the Hall of Fame.
There you go. So that's great.
There are 2 guys that really needed to get in. I mean, 1989 he'd been eligible since, and 1982 they had been eligible since. Okay. So those were the 2 guys I really wanted to make sure that they had made it.
Yeah.
But Torrey Hunter still hasn't made it in there, which I think he's definitely one of those guys that deserves. So.
Yeah, great player. Well, we got a $14.60 Musco prize. That minor's sitting at $66.25. Still trying to grow that thing up, but it's doable at 52 balls. So good to see everybody out there that's playing. Of course, we love our partnership with the Minnesota Twins and the great E-Tab game that we've got. Twins win. You can play it today wherever Pilot games are played. You get into that home run bonus and you can win
Grand Slam prizes. But let's mash that Twins bingo and this Vikings bingos together and create the Twiking Zone. Because these Twiking Zones have been absolutely nuts this season.
Yeah, they have.
In 10th place, we got Kick It over at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points in 9th place, we got Joni at VFW North St. Paul. 8th place in the 200,000 point club, it's Puts over at Shiners Jenkins with 213,000 points. With 220,000 points in 7th place, we got none other than Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. I've seen Loser Dave out there playing a bunch, but it's just tough to move up these standings because all these players are so competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in 6th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 230,000 points. With 254,000 points in 5th place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. 4th place, it's SNS over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 260,000 points. Now we got a really tight race in 2nd place. It's a 2-way tie in 2nd place between Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven, who just moved up from 3rd into the 2nd place tie, and Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee. They both are tied up in that 2nd place spot. I mean, I can't wait to see who comes out, both with 274,000 points.
I'll tell you this. So Nan got a win earlier today.
Okay.
I did not see Lucky Tim out there playing, so Nan's probably moved ahead. but we've got 8 more shots tonight, so who knows what happens tonight.
Yeah, I know we saw this player out here playing today, and that was not lucky. He's the #1 player in these standings. Before I talk more about him, we got a winner.
We got Mike Stacy over at the VFW North St. Paul getting this done, $14.60 for you. Congratulations on that win, and that means we're going to grow and roll to next round and see where that all ends up after we get everybody enrolled.
That's for sure, but we were talking about not lucky, the #1 player in the Twiking Zone. He's playing at Corner Bar Goodhue and has 375,000 points.
Just an absolute dominant performance this season so far. We'll see where it ends up here in the next, kind of a week and a half, 2 weeks here we got basically left.
Yeah.
So
barely
yeah.
anything. I mean, and if you're celebrating holidays at all, you only got like maybe 3 days free to be able to come to the bar and play Pilot games. I mean,
right, depends on how much you like your family, I guess. But or you bring your family with you, like the Yags do. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Bring them all in,
that's what we're all about is
Absolutely.
family.
It's family. Papa was a Rolling Stone. We got in
Family.
yeah, come on in the family.
Celebrate Christmas with the family.
Come kiss the iPad. Hey, we got our locations in the Twiking Zone. Let's take a look at how they're doing. In 10th place, it's our place on 3rd over in Faribault. They've got 264,000 points. With 283,000 points over in La Center, it's Lakefront Bar, falling back from 7th into 9th. In 8th place, staying pat, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. That's the reigning champions with 287,000 points. But then we jump out of the 200,000 point club into the 300,000 point club with 302,000 points over in La Crescent. Moving up from 9th all the way to 7th, it's Minniger's Sports Hub. In 6th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 393,000 points. But with 396,000 points over in Mapleview, it's a Mapleview Lounge. They're in 5th place.
Oh, yeah. Really top tier location. Closing in on that 400,000 point club.
Really close. Let's see if they can get some play and get into it. In 4th place, we jump into the 400,000 point club. We got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, with 422,000 points. With 490,000 points over in South Haven, it's Corky's Bar sitting in 3rd place. But then we jump out of the 400,000 club, and it's a big jump. Boom! All the way over to not to the 400,000 point. We're already in there. Not to the 500, not to the 600, to the 700,000 point club with 708,000 points over in Goodhue. It's Corner Bar falling back from 1st into 2nd place. Who jumped up from 2nd into 1st? Well, it's our only other member of the 700,000 point club ever at the VFW Spring Lake Park. VFW Spring Lake Park, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota with 711,000 points. That seems lucky. 711,000.
It does because
Yeah.
we played the 7-11 game.
That's right.
So it only makes sense for it to be extra lucky.
Yeah.
Read all about it. But we got 11 balls dropped on this one. We'll see. We got 21 balls away. Some big time players. I saw I Love Money out there. So obviously they're trying to win some cash money at Moolah. But we got a major of $7,839, a mega of $100,000, and a minor of $85.25.
Absolutely. I'm counting up the games. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh,
4,
what game are we in?
6,
I'm going to guess game number 8.
8. We're in game number 8.
Yeah, good old game number 8. But we have more games than just our live bingo that we love playing.
Yeah.
We love all the different games, and right now we're gonna be spotlighting Cash Mountain.
It's a great one. It's great for every season because you got an abominable snowman. You got a Yukon Jack kind of character, right? You got an ice pick, and you got a mountain, and you got cash.
Exactly.
It's perfect for every season.
Yeah, climb that mountain of cash.
That's right. Does it feel right in the spring? Oh, it does. Does it feel good in the summer? You know you're going to love it. In the fall, you're like, oh, yeah, this feels right. And in the winter, it's perfect.
Exactly. So come out to Cash Mountain and win some good prizes. But we got 50 different Charitable E-Tab games. And so there's anything for anybody. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's also bonus and free play rounds as well in those. I mean, just a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. You can always find the right game for you and what you're feeling that time, that day. But another thing it's really going to make everything fit and feel right, all right, is you become a member of our league. You become part of the family. Hey, speaking of getting part of the family.
It's a Mark over at Westgate Bowl, Wilmington in Winona, taking home that $15.20 must-go prize.
That means we're getting enrolled in game number 9 of the broadcast. Can't believe we're already there, but we are. But I was speaking about becoming part of the family.
Wait.
What?
It's Winona.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Winona.
It's Winona.
Yeah, a lot of people say Winona.
Winona? Okay.
Yeah, then there's a lot of people that now mispronounce it because there's a singer called Winona Ryder.
Yes.
And say Winona.
Yes.
But it's actually Winona.
Winona. All right.
Oh, well.
Try to do it right. We love you.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better at these hard to pronounce Minnesota town names.
Right. It's been a benefit to have that segment in the show.
Oh yeah, like Shakopee.
Yeah. I mean, I would have never went Shakopee without
Exactly. So the more you know.
The more you know. We've got just a little under 2 minutes left to get enrolled in game number 9 of the broadcast.
But let's get back to business and talking about the family.
That's right. Come up and kiss the iPad. No, you just got to go to pgl.world to become a member of our league. Yeah, PGL players compete for points. They have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that's chock full of great information. It's super, super good.
Yeah, definitely some really good
saw a
stuff.
quick flash on my screen.
Yeah, I wanted to check real quick. But before I go and talk more about what you're talking about, let's talk about those players that just got signed up at PGL.world. We got Miami Beach, Toda 68, PCK 913, Bam Bam, Schwaffy, D's, Keith, and Gorilla G all getting signed up. Good
Nice.
job, guys. And now play some PGL action to earn those PGL points. And some of that action is in our sports link, which is what you got to be doing right now.
Yeah, because just a little bit later today, we're going to have that game, the Vikings versus the Bears. You can earn free PGL points just by going out and selecting. So if you hit that sports link in your Player Connect app, just above your icon, you select the sports link. It takes you to this mystical, magical page. And it looks like a checkerboard with some different things going on there. You just select any of the open squares.
Exactly.
You can select 5 of them. And then you can earn PGL points for the first, second, third, and fourth quarters. You could win them all if you chose right. It's all by random. It's all just for fun. But you do get points, and you play for free. So make sure you do that before kickoff tonight at 7:15. You're going to want to get your 5 squares totally for free.
Yeah, exactly. We had some players that earned PGL points last week, and that was Jay Ruggs right here. You've won like 3 times now.
It's been a thing.
You feel better, a little bit better about yourself.
I have been. Yeah, I've been feeling better. I figured out the secret.
You win a long stretch with Nikki just absolutely making you feel horrible about it. I mean, I thought she would call you up, laugh at you.
She would just all I hear was laughing, and I knew it was Nikki. Yeah. It's just horrible.
Yeah,
mean-spirited, I felt.
That's not what Nikki did, just to clarify. Nikki is a great person.
Yeah.
But we also had another player earn a lot of PGL points, Tony 5.
Yes.
It will take home 2,000 PGL points.
Nicely done, Tony. Where do you to go?
Speaking of Sports Link and picking squares out for a game, let's talk about the NFL game that's happening right now. As right now, the Los Angeles Raiders are beating the Cleveland Browns 7-0.
Yeah. Derek Carr starting off the game well, 11 of 13 for 87 yards and a touchdown.
Talk about efficient.
Yeah, it's very efficient. Very efficient. But he also carried the ball one time for 1 yard. So
leading rusher and passer. But let's talk about Nick Mullins.
All right. Yeah, Nick Mullins. He's actually not many yards so far, but he's 7 of 8. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the start of the second quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, if he stayed on this pace, he would be over 200 yards on the whole game. So
No,
he wouldn't be. He'd be just over 100 yards.
Over 100 yards, yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a good game.
He's got to pick it up.
He does. He has completed 7 of 8, though. So
that's
he's
good.
completing high percentage.
Right.
Nick Chubb is not having a very good game against that Raiders defense.
No.
He's only 5 carries for 10 yards.
But it's better than Ernest Johnson, though, he's averaging negative yards right now.
Yeah, that is really tough that way. But I mean, the Raiders are having a really good game, so we'll see if the Raiders can beat the Cleveland Browns, which would be a pretty large upset, I would think.
I would think so, but that's what Vegas is all about, big upsets.
Yeah, Vegas is all about that. Raiders do play better against the good teams.
Yes, they do. Well, in 63 balls, Babs over at Cowboy Saloon in Lexington getting it done. Got $11.20 must-go prize. We're up to 99 on the minor, so I would imagine we'll jump over 100 on this game, and that means that the game after this, it will jump to 56 balls, so it starts to get super, super doable.
Okay, I was just making sure that Babs was the other Flintstone baby.
Yeah, so you got Babs and
Bam Bam.
and Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Or is it Pebbles and Bam Bam? I think it's Pebbles. I don't know who Babs Flintstone is.
Yeah, no, it was just the babies of the Flintstones that came up. I looked up Babs, and I thought Babs was a character. Of some sort.
Maybe, but I know it's Pebbles and Bam Bam. Yeah, because it's like the Flintstones, baby, right? It's Pebbles Flintstone, right? And Bam Bam is Barney. Is I don't remember. Is Barney his last name or the first name? Is Barney's the neighbor, right? It's Fred and Wilma Flintstone, and then is it Barney? And my Flintstone information is.
Yeah, I know you're lacking right now as a Flintstone fanatic, just not able to pull out all the names that are expected of you.
Yeah, no. What's Barney? Barney Rubble. So I think it's Bam Bam Rubble.
Ah, yes.
Because it's Barney and Betty, Rubble, and then Bam Bam Rubble.
Yeah, so I was just making up Babs in my head. I thought maybe there was a.
Is it the Great Gazzo? Is that who the alien in the Flintstones is? There's an alien.
Yes,
in the Flintstones.
That one. Yes, the Great Gazoo.
Gazoo, yeah.
Yeah, the Great Gazoo. Definitely a great one. I like Mr. Slate.
Oh, Mr. Slate, yeah, he runs the stone, factory or whatever
exactly.
that they work at. Yeah, the stone yard.
Yeah, good stuff. Just a good show right there. The Flintstones.
Absolutely.
But we got 30 seconds to get enrolled in this one. We have a 52 ball minor, which is going to be the last time it sits at 52 balls or less, because it is over $100.
Right.
Next game, it should be at 56 balls or less,
right,
making it a lot more doable. That major, we're still watching it slowly click up in money count.
Yeah.
As soon as it hits $9,000,
that is correct.
It clicks up to 50 balls or less. Super doable there as well.
Right.
So just continue playing as we're trying to give out some really big jackpots.
But later tonight, it will be a PGL event night. It is huge. We got back-to-back. It's the last two of Season X. Next time we play PGL after the next two nights, it'll be Season 11. So you want to be in, you want to be for it, you want to be going and ready to roll. Because we've had two big-time players. It's going to be interesting over the next two nights if they can get back into the top 10. It seems like they've always been in our top 10, but it's getting kicked out. It's Fishy24 and Drumsky. But we've got a couple of fun newcomers. In 10th place, you got Rocky over at Schiffler's Liquor with 1,057,000 points. With 1,059,000 points over at Stewartville Legion Post, it's Bam Bam in 9th place. Good to have one of the Rebels in. In 8th place, we got a fairly new player. Has been in the last few weeks getting into that top 10. We got Wet Santa over at the Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl with 1,319,000 points. With 1,321,000 points over at the VFW Roseville, it's Nixon in 7th place. 6th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. With 1,573,000 points over at Eagle St. James, we got to dive underwater because it's in 5th place, SpongeBob. In 4th place, we got to climb that mountain to the Mount Rushmore of bingo players. Forget you, D, over at the VFW Austin with 1,684,000 points. With 1,693,000 points over at La Playa, it's T Max 750 in 3rd place, falling back one spot, but a big riser in that second half of the season. In 2nd place, we got Horizon Brazo coming up from 3rd into 2nd. And it's at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,710,000 points. Yeah, we did go past that minor jackpot. We're giving on Musco of $15.
Yeah, not bad, Musco, as we got 4 balls away. Connie, Herb, Mama Bit, all just trying to take home some cash.
But we got one player in the 2 million point club, just one. They're our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota with 2,081,000 points. Over at the roadside, it's Devoided.
Oh, yeah, good job, Devoided. And I figured out where Babs was from.
Okay.
Babs is a Looney Tune character, which is it's one of
Babs
the
Bunny?
Yeah, Babs Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be a spoiler.
Yeah, we got a winner, Hub, over at American Legion Bryceland, taking home that $15 prize. Good job, Hub.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, good job. Now we're getting enrolled into what game? Game number 9 or
10.
10?
I think at least 10. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, it's probably already game number 10. But look at there. That minor is now at 56 balls or less, $135 if you win that. And that's just going to continue to click up as more people get enrolled. And so, some really good stuff, but we got some really good stuff in our PGL standings, which is what's going to be affected tonight on this Vikings game day. We had 2 big-time players get knocked out of these PGL standings, Fishy24 and Drumsky, 2 players that, as long as I've been working here at Pilot Games, I've never seen them outside of our PGL top 10. Now, coming into that top 10, we got some new players.
I already did the player side of things.
You did. Sorry, missed that.
You're good.
Totally forgot.
But this is game 11 that we're getting enrolled in.
Yes, we are getting rolled into game number 11. Those location standings in 10th place, we got VFW Austin with 4,329,000 points. 9th place, it's Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato with 4,348,000 points. With 4,406,000 points in 8th place, we got Root River Saloon in Lanesboro. 7th place, it's Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,628,000 points. 7th place, in 6th place, we got in the 5 million point club Moose Lodge Wait Park in St. Cloud with 5,176,000 points. With 5,420,000 points in 5th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. In 4th place, we got Cabin Bar in Nicolette with 5,529,000 points. With 5,892,000 points in 3rd place, we got VFW Northfield. Then we move on to the 6 million point club. With 6,012,000 points in 2nd place, we got Neighborhood Tavern in Effie. But then that number 1 location, and they just took over this number 1 spot not too long ago.
Okay.
Beck's Pub in Becker with 6,293,000 points.
Nicely done, guys. That Beck's Pub has been tearing it up as of late.
Yeah, I mean, if any location you want to go play some PGL action at, it's got to be Beck's Pub and Becker. They seem to be popping off the last few weeks.
They really have. The luck is for sure flowing. We're just seconds away from lucky game 11 right now, and we've got a 56-ball minor. We'll see how that goes. It looks like it's going to be a great one here as we move forward. Well, speaking of great ones as we move forward, tonight, not only do we have a Vikings game, we've got a Wild versus the Stars game coming up at 7:30.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. Our Tuesday matchup against the Carolina Hurricanes was pushed back because of their own COVID outbreak. Now it's Saturday's game against the Florida Panthers that has been delayed, again due to the other team's unfortunate spread of the infection.
Yeah.
And so we haven't been able to play our last 2 games.
Right.
So we're still coming off those 2 losses that we had earlier in last week, but we've had a lot of time to practice and fix whatever's wrong.
That's right.
All the little things that have been messing us up in the last 2 games, which we've had an amazing season so far, can be rectified tonight as we take on those Dallas Stars. I don't think that one's going to be pushed back. No. And we can check out where that spread is at and see if we can actually find a
let's see if we can find any information. But also, if you want to send some luck over to our Wild before that game gets kicked off, just go play some of our great ETAB game, Let's Go Wild, that we partnered with the Minnesota Wild 4. It's a great game. You guys love it because you guys play it all the time. If you haven't checked it out, it's definitely worth your time. If you haven't been playing for a while, well, send some love to our Wild by getting out there and getting after it with a little bit of Let's Go Wild.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like the Wild are the favorite in this game. The over-under is a 5.5.
Yep.
And
I'm going with the over. They've been pent up, ready to play. They've been able to get out there on the ice. I think our Wild are going to be ready to get out. So I'm going with the Wild win in an over.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like the proper way to go. Wild win in and over definitely has been the key thing. But what I like to think of is what is our go-to? What are we known for? Our defense.
That's true.
Getting shut downs. But before I keep on talking about our Minnesota Wild, we got a winner.
Bit over at Broadway Pizza in Blaine, getting that nice win of $15. That means that minor is going to continue to grow. It's at 56 balls. I expect it to be the same. Well, it definitely is no matter where it goes to this game. But that's very doable as we creep up towards that $200 mark and see where that goes here in game number 12. We're going to start getting enrolled in game number 12 of the broadcast.
Yeah, it wasn't E-Bit, wasn't Mama Bit, wasn't Papa Bit.
No,
it
was just Bit.
Oh, so good, it's good stuff. But since we're getting enrolled into a game number 12, it's a hump game on a Monday. Nothing bigger than a hump game on a Monday.
You got 2 minutes just to get enrolled in that super huge hump game.
Yeah, and we're going to be trying to give out this 56 ball or less minor jackpot that's available. $153 on that one. So definitely doable. 1 minute and 40 seconds to get enrolled in this one. So you got some time, but make sure you're into this one because 56 balls or less is very, very doable.
Absolutely, very doable. So it's a hump game. Crack open the sangria, do some caroling, and play 36 cards this round. It's definitely a good one. You're going to want to be in it to win it.
Okay, well, they have a here's their pick for the Wild versus the Stars. And this was Action. The Action Network.
Okay.
This is the
Action
prediction
Jackson.
from Action Jackson. Thursday
Great
shootout
movies.
loss to Buffalo ended a season and a half streak in which the Minnesota hadn't lost 3 games on the spin, which really illustrates how consistent this team has been under Dean Everson. Backing the Wild in a pick'em is rarely going to be the worst idea in the world, especially against an inconsistent team like the Stars, who are struggling to get an offensive support from the middle of their lineup. The Stars are always going to be led by their sweltering defensive play, but the numbers of forwards failing to move the needle, it's hard for him to look away from this price on Minnesota.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I agree with him. Pick the under and pick Minnesota to win. I think that's the best pick. Defensive play is known for both teams.
Yeah.
We're probably known more for our offense, very streaky offensive play for the Stars, and so I'm expecting a low-scoring matchup where even if we were able to put in 3 goals or 4 goals, they're still not putting up 2 or more.
Well, here you go. So we've got you and Action Jackson going with Wild for the win with the under.
Yeah.
I've got Wild for the win with the over. We'll see who's right at the end of the day. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun one tonight. Of course, we got Wild. We got Vikings. I don't think that our Timberwolves play until tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow they play the Mavericks again.
Yeah,
they're
it's Mavericks with Mavericks.
Yeah, they're back-to-back Maverick games.
It's going to be hard to beat them 2 times in a row.
Yes, and they were missing Luka Doncic the first time around. I'm not sure if they're going to be missing Luka again.
Okay.
And I know that is a huge shifter.
Oh, good player.
I mean, it would be like if when we lose Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, any of our star players. I mean, those are the first 2 that come to mind. Losing one of those players, you don't judge your team off of the losses that they have without having the best players.
Right. It'd be like if you said to Snow White, she doesn't have Grumpy. I mean, you can't expect to win.
Exactly. So, if Luka Doncic is out, I expect still a resounding win. Luka is playing. We're going to have to play some really good defense to slow him down.
Absolutely, but we can get it done. We've been beating top-tier teams when everything clicks and goes right.
Oh, yeah.
We just sometimes make young team mistakes. But I tell you what, I like what Finch has been doing. I could be corrected by the script later on, but I think we're like 500 on the season.
Yeah, just got to 500.
Okay. So, I think
got a 4-game win streak we're on right now.
Okay. Yeah, and that's kind of like we go on streaks, right? We go on streaks of losses. We go on streaks of wins. We keep on falling around the 500 mark. But if we could get hot late, we could make a nice run and then even surprise somebody in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely could.
There it is. Mama Bit did it in 61 balls, getting to $15.20 as we keep inching closer to getting that minor up to 60 balls on this, but it's always doable at $56 as we're already over the $100 mark.
Hey, but with that win we had yesterday, I didn't even read this, and this isn't in a script at all.
Yeah.
We are now the number 8 seed.
Nice. So we're in the playoffs right now.
In the playoffs. That's a huge positive.
That is. Like, how many years has it been since we've been in the playoffs?
I think since Jimmy Butler was there.
Okay.
A few years ago, and then before that, it was when Kevin Love was there.
Yeah.
Was the last time we'd went to there,
Yeah.
and then before that, it was
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. So we've went on streaks where we've had a short period where we've had players that could take us to the playoffs, and then we'll go through periods where it takes a long time for us to get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
We got a young core that set up this team well. If we can make the playoffs this year, it could be a string of years where we're able to make the playoffs consistently.
That would be nice. We'll see if we can get it rolling. I like kind of the trajectory that we've been on. The second half of last season, so far this season, it's been a season of streaks. But I think I just think it's a few tweaks here and there to get right to really
Do you think Karl
an
Anthony
upper echelon
Towns
team.
Made the adjustments to his game to be able to be that leader from the center position that he needs to be? I mean,
I do feel like he's definitely progressed his game. He felt like that good player on a bad squad team,
like Bradley Beal, where if you moved him to a better team, does he get better or does he get worse because he doesn't get as many shots?
Right.
And that's what you always kind of felt with Karl Anthony Towns was, does
Right.
does he get better on a good team or does he just take away from him once he gets on a good team? Proven right now, I think that even with all the shots being distributed between 3 different star players and Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and him, he's still a star player.
Actually, and I think he actually is playing better than he has before. So kudos to Cat, doing a great job out there this season. I love Cat. I love Ant. I love what D'Angelo Russell's bringing to that crew.
This has been such a fun team.
A really fun team to watch. And so if you haven't got a chance to watch, and you're a basketball fan and you haven't got a chance to watch these Timberwolves, they're super fun to watch. You're going to have a good time.
They remind you of the team that went it sounds mean saying that. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
I was gonna be like, they seem like the glue team that you don't necessarily think is gonna win every game, like because they don't have the big star, like they don't have the established guy. Like even though Karl Anthony Towns is very established within the league, and I don't want to take away from that. That's why I tried to rescind the statement at first, but then I'm like, well, they don't have a LeBron James, they don't have a Kevin Durant, they don't have a Giannis Antetokounmpo, they don't have a former MVP player. And so. They're just earning their spots and figuring it all out, and I'm super just excited about the future MVP talent that we have on this roster.
Absolutely. Well, we are rolling in this hump game, right? We're in the hump game. Is that right?
Yes.
$18.20 must go. That minor is sitting at $178.50. You can get it in 56 balls, so super doable. That major sitting at $7,913. Almost getting close to that $8,000 mark. We need to get to 9 to kick up to 50 balls. That mega always sitting out there at 100,000. We're glad to be hanging out with you guys, playing a bunch of Jackpot Hunter, and we're starting to move from the water. We're not starting to move. We are moving in from the water-based fishing to the ice fishing out there throughout the whole state of Minnesota. It's been super fun to see how these fishing reports change and how they adjust here with the ice season.
Definitely is a lot of fun. Lake of the Woods Tourism. This is done by the Outdoor Weekly. Just today it was made.
Oh, yeah.
Little typo
Nice.
on the script.
Yeah.
On the south end, ice fishing is going strong on Lake of the Woods. As the ice thickens, resorts, often fitters, start increasing weight limits. Each area of the lake can have very different ice conditions. Check ahead based on where you access the lake. Stay on marked ice roads, trails, and etc. Just staying safe is super important.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to make sure it can handle the weight. If you're bringing a car out there, you're bringing your, you're bringing your shanty out there. You got to have it be allowed. Or if you're bringing your large friend like me out there to fish with you, you got to make sure that they're not going to fall through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would be a little upset if someone took me out fishing and then I fell into ice water.
Right.
But fishing reports for walleye and saugers are excellent. Before I keep on talking about that, we got a winner.
Congratulations, Emmy. Over at Neeson's Gaylord, win the $18.20. Did in 633 balls. So that is our hump game down in the books. It means we're going to be starting to get enrolled in game number 13 of the broadcast. Let's see if we can get this total over $200 on that minor this time.
Oh, yeah, definitely could happen. Let's see, right as it switches over, I just want to see where it's at. 200 bucks
there we go.
already on that minor. So not this game, but next game, 60 balls or less.
That's right. If it doesn't go out this game, it's going to be 60 balls. That is for sure.
Some really good stuff. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to do so. So get rolled, press play. But I'm going to keep on talking about some fishing. Most anglers report catching numbers of fish and having to sort through many small fish to find keepers. Good for the future, but making sure you have plenty of bait. Nice numbers of slot fishes, 9.5 to 28 feet are being caught. Quickly photographed and released a good population of trophy walleye over 28 inches in the lake, and they are being caught as well. Good action in 21 to 27 feet of water for those who are portable. Some mornings, evening fish are being caught from 9 to 18 feet along shore.
Nice. That is super interesting. You could take that 1-2 punch, jigging one line and dead sticking your second line is the most effective. Gold, glow colors, lighted lures, and lures with vibration and rattles, effective on jigging lines. A live minnow.
Oh, these are new ones.
Yeah.
With vibrations?
Yeah, I like that. I like where this is all going. A live minnow just off the bottom on the second line for your dead stick. Some just using a plain hook. Others prefer the ice jig. So yeah, I like this new. This is the fishing, this ice fishing side of things.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm seeing some differences now.
Yeah. No, with you and I being newbies to all this fishing world stuff, this is fun. This is exciting. Stuff.
Like I didn't realize that there was vibrating lures or rattling lures.
Yeah, we gotta have the rattles. I like it.
Like, is it like a maraca but a lure? Like,
I think so. I'd like to assume so.
Yeah, it's like a fish mariachi band.
Like it.
Definitely some good stuff. Pike anglers are finding good numbers of pike on tip ups. Plenty of pike being caught by walleye anglers. Eel pow, jumbo perch, tullybees, sturgeon, and occasional crappie showing up as well. You never know on Lake of the Woods. Lake of the Woods.
Lake of the Woods. There you go. Nicely done, guys. Well, that was our fishing report. Fishing report. Fishing report. Fishing report. So, fun. And just a reminder that when you're out there fishing and you get that big wampum.
Yes.
Over on Big Wampum Lake. That's right. Send us your picture, and we love to get those pictures of you guys. Just hashtag your post, Pilot Games. Hashtag Pilot Games, and we'll get that picture. We'll put you up on our scroller, especially if you're playing some Pilot Games with your friends, with your favorite bartender, whatever you do. Send us that picture. We'd love to get, for sure. If you get that jackpot, listen, guys, if you get the jackpot, hold up the jackpot message with all that money you just won, your smiling face, and hashtag it Pilot Games. If you don't want to do the hashtag on your socials, then just messages on Facebook. But if you don't do socials at all, but you'd like to get up there on the scroller, just email it to us at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Oh, we love those jackpots. So definitely make sure you're sending in those player picks. Being able to see those, make my day.
Yeah,
but
sure.
let's look up the final injury report for our Vikings because I need to know, do we have Adam Thielen? That's the big question. Adam Thielen still listed as questionable on the final injury report.
Okay. As well as Bashad Breeland.
No, Brashad Breeland's off the team now.
Oh, really?
Yes, got released, got into some conflicts with coaches, players during practice, and is now released from
I did not hear
the
about
Vikings.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he is not questionable. He is no longer a Minnesota Viking.
Oh, interesting.
But
look at there.
yeah, Barb K over at the Brickyard Bar and Grill taking home that $20.20 must-go prize.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. 2020. Got 2020 vision. We are over the $200 mark, so that means this round it's going to 60 balls. So, yeah, you're going to want to be in it to win it. Super doable at this point. $236 as we're just getting rolling here in this game number 14, right? We're enrolled in game number 14 of the broadcast. I did see that just came in across my phone, and that is that Travis Kelce out. Yeah,
really?
COVID restriction.
Wow,
Yeah.
after a huge game.
Yeah.
I think led that Chiefs who they played, Chiefs-Chargers game in receiving. I think out of both teams had the most receiving yards.
Huge game.
I mean, really, really big stuff. We'll talk about that.
Is there anybody
game
in the NFL that doesn't have COVID at the moment? I don't think so.
It's absolute madness right now. I'm just wishing the best for the health and safety of every player out there playing right now.
They're professional athletes. They know how to take care of their bodies. I trust that they're going to be fine.
Yes. Definitely wish the best on all of that situation. But we got 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game, and that minder now it's 60 balls or less, $243, super doable jackpot.
Right.
They were hoping to give out in this game right here because that can keep us on track to be able to give out 4 jackpots during these games.
Yeah, we got to get this done.
We're already a little bit behind.
We're a little behind. We got to get this second jackpot done. I mean, I still think we're on track for 3, but things are going to have to speed up.
Yeah, it was have to be game 12 was the point, was our final shot at being on track.
And so we're in game 14
out a second.
here. So if we can get it done right now.
It's just 2 games behind.
We're only 2 games behind. Like, we can make up that difference.
I think we can as well. You guys got 40 seconds to get enrolled into this one. But we got some fun betting lines for the Vikings up. And so we're not going to really make our bets yet because we'll make that pregame before, as we normally do on Vikings on the Vikings Game Day broadcast. But the Bears-Vikings spread right now is a 6.5.
Okay.
Definitely, Vikings are favored by 6.5 in this game against the Bears. I think for very good reason. Bears have been kind of rough this year.
The Bears.
Bears versus the Vikings. The over/under is a 45.5, so a little bit of a lower scoring game they're expecting for this Bears-Vikings game.
Right.
I mean, with 2 defenses that have been that are normally 2 teams that rely on their defenses, I think that's not a bad over/under either. Minnesota is the favorite. Vikings are 5-5 against the spread in their last 10 games as road favorites. So about 50% shot. Bears are 5-8 against the spread as home as underdogs since 2019.
Okay. Wow.
So Vikings haven't been great as the road favorite their last 10 games, but the Bears have been by far worse underdogs at home since 2019.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we're going to be playing over there in Soldier Field, so the wind's going to be brisk. It's going to be cold over there, so you're going to have some adverse, scenarios for the game. I don't want to say that, we're not a cold weather team, but we do play indoors at beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, so
Yes.
we're not quite used to playing out there. Although we do play a couple times a year. We play, the Packers, we play the Bears, so we do it more than a bunch of other teams.
Yes.
But yeah, that makes it tough for a tougher situation.
Yeah, I think it always tends to less offense when players get cold.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it a little harder to throw the ball. The ball's harder. It's harder to catch. All those things are a real thing.
Yeah, so we'll see tonight, and we'll talk more about this on Vikings Game Day. But we got a fun little ad. Fantasy football player to watch.
Oh, yeah, this is a fun. We root for this player.
Yeah, I do. I mean, there's a lot of players that are definitely stardom players.
Yes.
I mean, you got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, all must start on your fantasy football
great
team.
fantasy players.
You can't miss out on them. But who are those players that are the players that may break out? I got one, KJ Osborne. I think he is. Has come out of the NFL as one of the top wide receiver number 3s in the entire NFL.
Oh yeah, super fun player.
But our tight end, Tyler Conklin.
Oh, he's a red zone target, does great stuff out there. I really like what he's brought to the offense. You lose your starting tight end, and he's stepped up. We got a bunch of folks tying it up here on this one. Let's see, Bobbin, Jess, not lucky, Bit. Yeah, that's it. So there was 4 of you guys getting in on the action on that $31.60. That means that miner is going to grow and roll again here, and we'll see where that ends up. Yeah, as it clicks over, let's see where this is at, because I got to believe with the amount of play, yeah, it's getting super close. A bunch of you get enrolled, get this thing over 300, and then not this game. Of course, it could go out this game at 60
Definitely
balls,
could.
but it'll be at 64 balls next game if you can get that over 300 before we get enrolled in the next game.
Oh, that would be some good stuff. 1 minute and 50 seconds. But Tyler Conklin, he's hurt the Bears a couple of tight end screens last year, and this year has developed into a tight end who eventually could rival what Kyle Rudolph did for years in the Minnesota Vikings offense. The Bears are not at their best these days covering tight ends and backs both. They're playing with one solid linebacker and without Eddie Jackson. They'll have to pick their position, and it's more likely to be the tight end than Cook.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because, when they're down as far as linebackers, they're in a really bad situation from a linebacker standpoint. Who thrives in that kind of a situation? It's the tight end, and Conklin is ready and prepared to take advantage of that.
Oh yeah, I think they put it perfectly. They got one solid linebacker. Who would you rather be? Who are you more worried about in space, Tyler Conklin or Dalvin Cook?
Well, you got to be worried about. You got to be worried about both of them to be questioned for sure. But Dalvin Cook for sure.
Oh yeah, so you put the starting linebacker on Dalvin Cook. That's the person you're worried about.
Yeah.
And so he's getting backup coverage no matter where he goes on the field. And so I expect him to be getting open, maybe being that red zone target that we know because he's got the huge catch radius.
I think the only place you possibly are more worried about Conklin than Cook is in the red zone.
Exactly.
In more than even just in the red zone, inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, inside the 10-yard line, that's where Conklin eats up.
Yeah, like I actually, as a defensive coordinator, may say, no, put our number 1 linebacker on Conklin, put our number 2 on Cook. But, anywhere outside of that 10.
Now, if I throw Alexander Madison in there, now he's not playing in this game. But
oh, yeah. Well, in that case, even inside the 10, I'm more worried about Madison.
Yeah, he is a really good receiving back. So,
yeah, he's tough.
So it's definitely interesting, and I think Tyler Conklin's going to have a big fantasy night. And so that's our fantasy player to watch out for.
For sure. We did only get to 290. So if this does not go out, it will stay at 60 balls next game. But it's going to be for sure over 300.
We're planning on giving out on this game right here. So we got Marta, Hank, all trying to take this one, 17 balls away, but we're only at 25 balls dropped on this one. But tonight, the Vikings are taking on the Bears.
That's right.
On December 20th, which is today.
NFC North rivals.
NFC North rivals against the Bears.
The Bears at Soldier Field. It doesn't get more like black and blue division than that.
Oh no, and so send a little bit of luck to our Minnesota Vikings by playing Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the Skull bonus and win big prizes if you win.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so excited about this game tonight. I want to put a beat down on these Bears.
Get to 500.
Yeah.
Beat down on the Bears.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much better than this.
I haven't seen the Bears out there playing tonight so far.
Exactly.
Thought
Usually,
we'd see them tonight.
Yeah, the Bears plays on the Vikings game day, especially when we're playing the Bears.
Yeah, for sure.
But I haven't seen the Bears out a lot this football season.
No, been a little quieter on the bingo front. So yeah.
So we'll see. 11 balls away for Kel. Let's see, 52, 53. We're closing in on it.
Let's do this, guys. We need this one right here. We're trying to get it done to stay on pace. Hopefully that scroller's just a little bit behind.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. It's going to have to be if we want to give this one out. We're at 59 balls dropped on this one. It's going to have to go out right here.
Come on, guys.
Doesn't look like it's happening. No,
Hey!
it did. Oh, I said it too soon. Said it too soon.
I like money over at the Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton.
Yeah, good job. I like money winning in that game number
This was game number
16.
I was going to say
15?
15, but I'm going to double
It
check
could
that.
be game.
Was it $328? $328.
Wow.
Nicely done, and we're going to start building that back up again.
Well, we're going to take a quick break as you guys play this next game. We'll be back for the very next one.
All right. December, so Santa's coming to town, but so is the end of Season X. So if you're going to get these, be at the top of these standings in either the player side or the location side, you're going to have to be after it from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time of the year, we get 3 different opportunities for it.
We do. This week, we actually get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back to back to back. It's going to be a huge week all week long in PGL. Let's kick it off right away with these player standings.
Oh yeah, and I'm expecting some shakeups to be happening in these standings this week. In 10th place, though, we got Gramps at Gino's Bar and Grill with 1,025,000 points. With 1,034,000 points, in 9th place, we got Drumsky over at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. In 8th place, we got none other than Wet Santa at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,083,000 points. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,254,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,524,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in 3rd place, it's High Horizon Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 3rd with 1,565,000 points. 2nd place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number 1 player has stayed on top pretty much the entire season, has had a few slip-ups, but is here once again. It's Devoided at the roadside, all the way with 1,975,000 points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in first place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big-time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing. They've got 3,911,000 points. But then we jump into the 4 million point club in 9th place at the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,066,000 points. With 4,178,000 points over in Lanesboro, it's Root River Saloon in 8th place. In 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,490,000 points. But with 4,841,000 points over in Gaylord, it's Neeson's in 6th place. 5th place, falling back one spot, was in 4th, falling back to 5th place. It's Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 4,953,000 points. Inching real close to getting into that 5 million point club. Now we do jump into that 5 million point club with 5,117,000 points in Nicolette. It's Cabin Bar in 4th place, also falling back one spot. Well, who was the big riser that jumped up 2 spots from 5th all the way to 3rd? It's Beck's Pub and Becker, 5,278,000 points. Well, while we were doing the game day broadcast, you and I talked, wow, Beck's Pub getting a lot of wins. So we kind of saw this coming.
I mean, we were reading up their name every other game, it felt like, just because of how many players were winning at that location.
Yeah, it was a hot location in that, well, at least somebody was hot on that Lions versus Vikings game.
Yeah.
In 2nd place, we got VFW Northfield with 5,542,000 points. With 5,770,000 points over in Effie, it's Neighborhood Tavern, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, make sure you guys are coming out to all 3 PGL nights this week, as it is going to be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and they're all going to be PGL fun-filled, and so make sure you're coming out and having a lot of fun.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, and we love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. Hey guys, and we are getting into some more Jackpot Hunter action. Just last game, we were able to give out a Musco prize of $12.
Yeah, going out to Jag over at 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake. Nicely done, Jag.
Yeah, and now we just got 42 seconds to get enrolled in this one. That minor, $40, 52 balls or less. That major, $8,000, 49 balls or less. And that mega, 100 grand, 43 balls or less.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting down into the final few games here of the broadcast. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left of Jackpot Hunter before we hit that sandwich game of Lucky 4 Bingo.
Oh, yeah, but just checking in with the little bit of action that we got going on in the NFL. It's halftime for the Las Vegas Raiders and Cleveland Browns. Right now, the Raiders are up 10-0.
Yeah, interesting game so far. All Raiders, but a pretty defensive-oriented game.
Oh, definitely is. I mean, only 10 points scored at the half. Not what you normally see in an NFL game. But you also don't see games like this for Nick Chubb very often and the Cleveland Browns rushing attack.
Yeah, really not getting anything going. And you think when you see that and you got Nick Mullins at quarterback, that then he might be having some really struggles at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
But not the case. He's playing efficiently, not getting the ball downfield, getting it out quick, it looks like, short yardage, and being efficient with the pass game, but that's not at all helping out to open up that run game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you'd think, Cleveland Browns, very Patriots-esque. You could throw some dink and dunker in there and have it all work out because you got that great run game and you got that great defense, but not able to get the run game going. You're not going to be able to win that way.
No,
and the Raiders,
sure.
Derek Carr just playing a little bit better, being able to score that touchdown, and also Peyton Barber having a really good game, averaging 9.2 yards per carry.
Yeah, Peyton Barber getting after it for those Raiders. And Derek Carr having a nice, efficient game, over 100 yards now of offense, 1 touchdown, efficient with his passing as well.
Oh, definitely. But these players, they've been efficient in getting jackpot hunter points, and we just got ties on ties on ties in these jackpot hunter standings.
That's for sure. In 4th place, we start off with a 4-way on that. It's Spanky 303 at American Legion, Friendly Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza, Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. All got 20,000 points. Then with 21,000 points, we got another 2-way tie. In 8th place, it's Michelob at Neeson's Gaylord and Jim Rocks at American Legion, Stillwater. Then we got a 2-way tie in 6th place. It's Lulafin at American Legion, Shakopee, and Pee-wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. They both got 22,000 points. We jump in the 25,000 point club, and we end our ties. With 28,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Curtis J in 5th place. 4th place, 1 away at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. Then with 32,000 points over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, it's Wolfstein in 3rd place. 2nd place, we got Bowl over at Quarter Bar Goodhue with 33,000 points. And our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota with 51,000 points over at the Riverboat Depot, it's Yags 370.
Yeah, good job to all those players, but good job to Chell, Buddy, splitting that $19.60 must-go prize. Buddy's at House of Pizza Sartell, Chell at American Legion St. Michael.
There we go. That means we're getting enrolled in the next game here. Just 5 games left in this happy hour of Jackpot Hunter.
Already, wow, we're flying through these games. But let's talk about the location standings, because in 10th place, we got Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. With 43,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 44,000 points. With 53,000 points in 7th place, we got American Legion Shakopee. 6th place, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 54,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice. 4th place, Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids with 69,000 points. Now, let's head into that 2-way tie in 2nd place. It's a Riverboat Depot in Sartell and Corner Bar in Goodhue, both with 72,000 points. With 81,000 points in 1st place, we have Country Lounge in St. Paul, just dominating so far this season.
Yeah. For sure. No, they've been having a great season. That is for sure. We got just a little over a minute to get enrolled in this next game. That minor is growing up after we gave out our 2nd minor jackpot. We're still looking to give out our 3rd jackpot of the night in those minors. We are over $8,000 now on that major. Ooh. As that gets closer and closer to 9,000, where that'll click up to 50 balls.
Yeah, so love it when it gets in that 50 ball range for the major. Just means it's very doable once it gets in there. 49 balls, it feels tough. It's still very, very doable. Probably just as doable as 50 balls or less, but it just feels better once it gets to that 50 balls.
Warms the cockles of your heart.
It really, really does. We got 30 seconds to get enrolled in this one, so definitely get enrolled. Press play as we go over some top-tier celebrity birthdays.
Yeah, we got a fun one in 1868. You know as soon as you say the last name. It's Harvey Firestone. Of course, he's a tire manufacturer.
Yeah, Firestone tires. I mean, you can't find a tire brand that is much bigger than Firestone tires.
No, that's as big as it gets. You know, you got Michelin, you got Firestone. I'm trying to think. There's some other ones out there, but those are a couple of the biggest.
Yeah, maybe if I was a car guy, I'd be able to list off a bunch for you.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm farthest thing from it. 1898, we got Irene Dune, and I wasn't very familiar with her, but she's an actress.
A lot of those, I think, like 30s and 40s. A lot of her big pictures were.
Yeah, I know she was in some comedic works. Best known for comedic roles through, though she performed films of other genres. Just was a super popular actress. Was in The Awful Truth, My Favorite Wife, Love Affair, and
Penny Charade?
Penny Charade.
Oh, no, Serenade.
Serenade.
Penny Serenade, yeah.
So Irene Dunne.
Yeah, there you go. This one was funny. It kind of confused me at first.
Yes.
Because whenever you say Neil Armstrong, I think astronaut.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I thought at first too.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, wow, I'm surprised that there's not something about this a national day or something
Yeah.
about this. But no, it's a completely different guy.
Yeah, 1932 born Neil Armstrong, Canadian ice hockey linesman, had 1,744 NHL games, Hockey Hall of Famer. Yeah, great hockey player of the same name.
Yeah, dude, just funny. Hall of Fame player, but just played as Neil Armstrong. Do you think do you think he's related to Neil Armstrong?
I mean, maybe somewhere along the line.
Because he's got the same last name.
Yeah, but I'm guessing. I mean, he's Canadian. I'm pretty sure the Neil Armstrong we're talking about is American.
Yes.
Because he was an American astronaut.
Yes.
I wonder how many.
I don't know.
I wonder how many Canadians have been sent to outer space.
I don't know.
I don't know. Canadians have been big on like space exploration.
I have no idea.
I'm not saying they haven't. I just don't know.
I have no idea. The history. Maybe I'll have to ask good old Hot Take Higgins since he's dating the good
he's
old,
up on all things Canadian.
He is up on all things Canadian. But we got another great celebrity birthday, born in 1942. We got Bob Hayes. Before I talk about the incredible athlete Bob Hayes, we got a winner.
Buddy over our House of Pizza in Sartell. Great location. He just won $16.60. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, but Bob Hayes, he is just an incredible athlete. Was a two-time Olympic gold 100-meter, 4 by 100-meter relay gold medalist in 1964.
Yeah.
Just super impressive, and was also Pro Football Hall of Fame receiver, 3-time Pro Bowler for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, if you could, I mean, that's just an amazing thing. So you're the fastest human on the planet, basically.
Yeah.
It's what we kind of consider that 100-meter dash person, right? Fastest person on the planet. So if you win the gold in that, and then you also can be a Hall of Fame wide receiver, because most people go, well, yeah, if you're a 100-meter dasher, you could be, well, then being Usain Bolt could just come over and be a Hall of Fame football player.
Yes.
It just doesn't quite work like that. You've got to have a lot of other skills besides speed. One, being able to catch a football.
Yes, there would be a lot more track athletes playing in the NFL because the NFL pays a lot better than being a track athlete.
It does. So amazing to be able to do two sports at that high of a level. Yeah, they might be interchangeable to some degree, but not 100%. And so very, very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's as interchangeable as any other sport.
Yeah.
I mean, you take a great basketball player, and he can go out there, and there's a lot of features of that basketball player that would help him playing football. Does that mean he's going to be a Hall of Fame football player? No,
that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
Basically, Hall of Fame in two different sports when you look at it, because I feel like a person that's a gold medalist is basically a Hall of Famer in whatever sport that is. So track for Bob Hayes. Yeah. But anyways, just amazing stuff. Bob Hayes, just one of the greats. Born in 1946, Dick Wolf he's a television series creator, and here's the two series that he created, or at least two of the series that he created.
Yeah.
Miami Vice and Law and Order. It doesn't get any bigger than that as far as TV series.
It's more comical that the same guy created both.
Yeah, like that's amazing. I guess they're both like police TV series.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, you think of them in very different ways, right? Law and Order
for sure.
and Miami Vice. But both are police TV series.
Yeah, Law and Order, FBI.
Okay. All the different Law and Orders.
Chicago Justice.
Okay.
So
he's had other ideas.
Chicago PD, Chicago Med.
Okay.
All the different Law and Orders.
Okay.
New York Undercover. He's been in a lot of different things.
So it looks like
part of a lot of different things.
Does kind of focus on mainly like police FBI, like law-based shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and then created two of the best of all time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, Law and Order, Miami Vice. I mean, you can't beat that. So happy birthday, Dick Wolf. Next celebrity birthday, born in 1952. We got Jenny or
Agutier?
I
would. That's how I would say it.
Agutier.
But I could be wrong on how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
we'll see if we can get a pronunciation on it.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar when I saw her. She's a British actress.
Kind of a wide range when we looked at this earlier at the lunchtime of different movies, but spanning a career spanning all the way from the 70s to like recent films.
Yes, childhood actress.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
she was a child actress in the 1964, where she appearing in East of Sudden, star.
Sedan, I think is how you.
East of Sedan, star, and two adaptions of The Railway Children.
Okay. And then was in everything from a horror flick and Child's Play with Chucky.
Wow.
Yeah, to more recent stuff like just a couple years ago was in Sometimes Always. Yeah, so.
In the Avengers, she's somewhere in the Marvel universe. I don't know where
Okay.
she is, because she's in the Avengers, Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Very
interesting. I have to see her picture to see. I think that was up at the top, but like to see if I recognize her at all. British-born actress, right? So, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with her whatsoever.
Yeah, not ringing a bell, but there you go.
Wheels over at Tavern on the Avenue in St. Paul. Taking home that $18.40 must-go prize.
I feel like Wheels has probably got a cool ride, whether it's like a Harley or like a sports car. I'm just guessing that Wheels has got nice wheels.
Oh, definitely has to. So good win, Wheels, as we get enrolled into this game number. We're flying through these games. All I know is we're in the 20s already, and it's too soon.
Yeah, it is much too soon. We'll get a short break. We'll be back with you guys for Vikings game
I guess
day.
I don't have to wait too long to be back with you guys. It's not like I have to wait all the way till tomorrow to get on air again.
We only have 3 games left. So
21, 22, and 23.
Yeah, we're enrolling in game number 21 right now.
Wow. Okay, so get enrolled, press play. We got another celebrity birthday, one of our final 2 celebrity birthdays. Born in 1966, Kiefer Sutherland.
Big time actor. I mean,
really
big time.
Definitely is one. And he's one of those guys that had a younger career and an older career, and is still acting till this day. He is best known for a starring role as Jack Bauer in the series 24, for which he won an Emmy Award, a Golden Globe Award, 2 Screen Actor Guild Awards, and 2 Satellite Awards.
It was kind of funny because I do think he's biggest known for that, Jack Bauer. I did know him from some of his younger career and some other roles that he's played as well. But it was funny because Jordy today, when we were talking about it, she didn't really know him from Jack Bauer in 24.
Really?
She didn't really know the series 24 at all.
Okay.
But she knew him from Lone Survivor, when he played the role of the person that basically, when attack happened and all the top officials were killed off in America as a TV series, and he was the lone survivor. He was like the person that was in the safe house that night. And so he's leading the country at that point, or designated survivor, not lone survivor.
Oh, okay. Yes, I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, and it wasn't a long-running series. It wasn't a
No.
super popular one. I did see a little bit of that. Didn't watch a ton of it, but she knew him from that.
That's
and then
funny.
she knew him from when he was younger because one of her mom's favorite movies was The Lost Boys, so where he's a vampire.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I've never seen The Lost Boys either. So
Kind of an 80s classic. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Probably has a big in some groups probably a huge following.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it would be like, you've never seen The Lost Boys. Like I'm sure there's some circles.
Yeah,
that
for
It
sure.
would be crazy if you hadn't seen it.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's not like one of my all-time greats, but it's a fun movie. Born in 1983, super talented actor.
Yes.
Jonah Hill, been doing it since he was a little kid. I think he started off. This is just this is not in the script. Just going off my memory, as like a kid with a microphone out in the streets at one of the late night talk shows, where he would just
Really?
walk around and interview people. And so my memory might be completely wrong. Might be a different kid.
Okay.
But I think Jonah Hill was the kid, and he would go out and he was just super funny, super irreverent, going out and asking people questions and just make fun of people when they said stupid answers
That's
and everything.
funny.
I think it's him. But anyways, Jonah Hill, super funny guy and super bad. Did a great job, in my opinion, in Moneyball. I thought he did a really good job. And then he was also in Wolf of Wolf Wall Street. So he's a super talented actor.
Yeah, super, super good. I think super funny actor that has really done a good job. He was even in what's it called, where him and Channing Tatum go undercover.
Jump 24 Jump Street.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. It was funny in that as well. Has done a really good job of advocating for the overweight comedian to not be a mandate anymore, and that those guys that are bigger, that are funny, they don't ask to. They're not asked to maintain being unhealthily heavy. I think that's a great thing for the acting industry, not trying to enforce like people to gain unhealthy amounts of weight. I think is definitely not something you want
no, that's not a
to
good
have
idea.
happen. So I really like Jonah Hill as a actor, and so definitely some good stuff.
We are past that minor on this one. That means that jackpot's going to grow to 56 balls. We're going to give out $19.40 here in game 21 of the broadcast, working our way towards game 23. So we got 2 chances left at getting this third jackpot out.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can do it. But
There it is.
Will Brewer over at Sidetrack and Brain are taking home that $19.40 prize. Do you think it's Will Brewer?
I don't know, or it could be Will Bro R.
Oh, maybe. But we got some Timberwolves we can hop into as we get enrolled in this game number 22.
Yeah, game number 22 of 23 of the broadcast. We've been having a great time hanging out with you guys. We talked about this a little bit earlier if you were with us earlier in the broadcast, but 15-15 now for our Timberwolves. I like the way they're headed. They are taking on, they just beat the Mavericks.
Yes.
111-105. This is a tall task. Beat them again.
Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns had a good game.
Yes.
Scored 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Hard to top that. That's really good.
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell had 22 points.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards is out of the game, so
Okay.
definitely had our 2 stars step up in that one. Tim Hardaway, we let score quite a bit. He had 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Good to see a Tim Hardaway Jr. Sighting.
Yeah.
I always like myself a good Tim Hardaway sighting.
Yeah, he randomly pops up for really good games.
Yes.
Then he'll just disappear and be the role player he is in the NBA. But yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr., fun player. But yeah, the Mavericks are now fall to 14-5. We improved to 15-15 on the season. If we can get another win, we can get into the win column tonight.
Yeah, no, that would be good.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, get a double win here tomorrow night against those Mavericks. Like you say, it's probably going to be a little bit tougher if they got Luka back.
And plus, just now the Mavs are in the losing record. Like, they're no longer 500 on the season.
No.
And when you drop below 500, I feel like a little bit of a panic button gets switched on, and you feel that urge to play better. I see it with our Timberwolves all the time, where when we get to that 500, we relax, and we will sometimes, and then we'll let ourselves slip into a little losing streak, and then we play better. Hopefully, that's not the case right here, and we're able to continue on the winning.
Yeah, no, and I think a team like the Mavericks, who think of themselves as not a out of the playoffs team and sees themselves in 9th place right now, they're going to be motivated to get back into the playoffs.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tough game this Tuesday as the Mavericks take on the Timberwolves 7:30 that night.
Yeah. So, like I said, we just, in the last 2 games of the broadcast, maybe we can hop into the Twiking zone again for another quick view of those standings. In 5th place, we got Scrub at American Legion Fridley. Over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards is SNS in 4th place. Then we got a 2-way tie. Nan and Lucky Tim. Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven. Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee. But then we jump into the 300,000 point club with 375,000 points. Over at Corner Bar Goodhue, our number 1 player is it's not lucky.
Yeah, but our top 5 locations in 5th place, we got Mapleview Lounge 2 in the 300,000 point club. Now in the 400,000 point club in 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights. 3rd place, Corky's Bar South Haven. Now let's move on from the 400,000 point club into the 700,000 point club.
Jump.
Yeah, it just feels a bit ridiculous. 2nd place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue. And then the number 1 location is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Nicely done, guys. Well, we're playing Jackpot Hunter. We're in our final 2 games of the broadcast, trying to give out a jackpot, sitting at 56 balls on this minor right now with $143 on the line. Well, you'd actually win. It'd be basically $170.
Yes, exactly.
All entailed. But we got a top 5 players that have been out there getting after it in this Jackpot Hunter.
Oh, yeah. In 5th place, we got Curtis J. Spicy Curtis with the J over at Country Lounge with 28,000 points. With 30,000 points in 4th place, we got one away over at American Legion Rice. 3rd place, Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points in 2nd place, we got Bull at Corner Bar Goodhue. And then the number 1 player with 51,000 points, it's Yag370 at the Riverboat Depot.
Well, and the location side of things, in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice. We're already in the 50,000 point club. With over in Coon Rapids, we got Pappy's Cafe sitting in 4th place. Then we got a 2-way tie. It's the reigning champions Riverboat Depot and Sartell, and the one location that's 2nd place in 2 different standings. It's Corner Bar in Goodhue. They're both tied up there in 2nd place. But we jump out of the 50,000 point club into the 75,000 point club, exactly with 81,000 points over in St. Paul. Our number 1 location is Country Lounge.
Oh, yeah, we got 1 ball to go. Let's see, right here. I'm not going to say it too soon,
okay.
but we are moving on from that jackpot of $143 to a must-go of $28.80. We got a few players that are 4 balls away, but that means that minor is going to continue to grow and roll into the final game of the broadcast.
See if we can give it out.
So get enrolled, press play. It's going to be at 56 balls or less, so it's going to be a super doable jackpot, and we're going to start getting enrolled right now after we got some winners.
Yeah, Emmy and I Like Money. Emmy playing over at Neeson's Gaylord. I Like Money at Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl. They're splitting that $28.80. And now let's see where this goes. It's going to be a 56-ball minor. Super doable. Let's see what that dollar amount's going to be on this last lucky game.
Oh, yeah. Well, this day in history, on December 20th, 1957, while spending the Christmas holidays in Graceland, his newly purchased Tennessee mansion, rock and roll star Elvis Presley received his draft notice for the United States Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Elvis. Yeah.
God, just absolutely crazy events. He ended up then going.
He served in the military, so we have a lot of players out there that are veterans. Thank you for your service out there.
Yeah, it's fun that your name is kind of right beside the Elvis Presley serving your nation.
That's right. That's pretty cool stuff. And I think he served probably a little differently than most.
For sure.
Than most of our military. But it's still cool that he didn't try to shook his duty. He did go out there and serve our country.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, even if it was going out to those bases and entertaining them for a few hours, just out of his duty, I mean, that is amazing upon itself.
Probably more than he would have done with a Tommy gun in his hand.
Exactly. I mean, the morale that he would have inspired at that time, because I mean, he was the biggest thing at the time.
Oh, for sure.
So anybody, if you were like, plus it would probably be a really personal concert too if he was just doing it with the military and the military family that was there on base or something.
Yeah, super cool.
Would have been super cool. I just think about it as would be a really cool thing to experience. So on this day in history, Elvis Presley received his draft notice.
That's pretty awesome. Well, just over a half a minute away from this last game of Jackpot Hunter for tonight. It's a Monday night. It's a holiday week. We're super excited to be with you guys. We've got a PGL night coming up later with our Vikings game day, and this is your last shot. 36 cards around. That's the most you can play. It's $1 a card. You do have a shot at a minor that, let's see, right now it's at $194. It's going to be 56 balls on that one. That major keeps creeping up. It's over $8,000. That mega sitting out there at $100,000, and we're excited to be hanging out with you guys. But what we're always always most excited about is that we get to talk about the great charities that are out there doing great work in the community where you guys live all over the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, definitely love these charities. And this week's charity spotlight is the Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival.
Yeah, super fun one.
Yeah, the Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival is a fun escape from the winter after the holidays are over. If you like horses, curling, ice sculptures, and parades, this event is for you. They have active activities for all ages. Just a few of their events include a Frosty the Snowman contest, medallion hunt, bridge, a dance, and a coloring contest. Take a look at the full event calendar
below. Yeah, I think we had to text that.
Oops.
That was actually, I think, my mistake. But anyways, I remember when we first did this one, you and I thought maybe they were out there building bridges like Eagle Scouts.
Yeah.
But no, they're playing the card game bridge.
Yes, exactly. I got really excited. I was like, wow, they're actually like...
There's a town full of Eagle Scouts.
Yeah,
this
is
awesome.
Incredible.
But if you want to go support this great Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival, just go over to Barden's on Main. You can play some pilot games and support this awesome festival.
Yeah, well...
Coming up soon.
Yeah, definitely is coming up soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. I definitely would be there. You got horses, curling, ice sculptures.
I want to do some curling. I've been working out lately.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about that. Yeah. I think they're doing the ice one. Where you
okay.
Yeah. Unless you've been working out on that.
No, I haven't, but I can.
Okay.
Get out the broom.
Okay.
Get out the broom.
Sweet. We can create some ice. Just pour it out on the.
Yeah, it's cold enough out there.
Yeah, you can get it fully prepped and ready. But we're at 55 ball drops, 56 right now. Let's see if it clicks over. No, $40.60 is going to be the must-go prize on this one, and that means that jackpot is going to grow and roll into. Tuesday's Jackpot Hunter, which will be leading up to Megasota Game Night, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be a super fun one. In 62 balls, though, Lupus 318 over at the Blazer Bar in Fairmont, getting that $40.60 must-go prize. Nicely done.
Yeah, and we're going to be going on a quick break. Enjoy a little bit of Skull Bingo all the way up until 6:45.
Oh, we get lucky. What are we going to do, the Lucky Four?
Oh, yes, we have Lucky Four Bingo. So,
a little new twist for us.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of Lucky Four Bingo. Yeah. Then we'll do maybe a little bit of...
we'll do a short break.
Then we'll do a short break. And then we'll be back for a Vikings game day. Let's give a little quick check-in on the Raiders-Browns game since
what's going
that game
now?
is still happening. It's still 10-0.
Okay.
Raiders are still up. Derek Carr still having a pretty good game as well. But anything picking up for the Browns, it just looks like to be the same old for the Browns.
Yeah.
Really struggling on offense with Nick Mullins only putting up 91 yards so far on 14 of 20, which wouldn't be a terrible stat if Nick Chubb wasn't averaging 1.9 yards per carry, and then the backup running back averaging -2 yards per carry.
Is Hunt still out?
Yes, Kareem Hunt. I think he came back and then he went back out again.
Okay.
And so you just got Nick Chubb. Right now they have 13 yards total on 9 carries.
Wow, that's not good. Not good, if you're adding up the math right. So we got just a little under a minute and a half to get enrolled in this game of Lucky Four Bingo. It's over $48,000 if you can win this.
So doable.
So, yeah, that's super fun.
Yeah, but tonight we got some PGL action where you guys are going to be competing for some PGL points.
Yeah.
And let's talk about these players that have been going at it. We're not going to talk about points, but let's just talk about the players and where they're at.
Yeah.
In 10th place, we got Rocky over at Schiffler's Liquor. 9th place, Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post. 8th place, Wet Santa over at Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl. Seen that location a lot during this happy hour. In 7th place, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville. 6th place, Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, SpongeBob at Eagle St. James. 4th place, Forget You D over at VFW Austin. Now let's head over to La Playette because in 3rd place, the big riser of this season is T-Mac 750. But the number 2 player he's always the big riser because he's High Rising Brazo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 2nd place. But that number 1 player is in the 2 million point club, and that's the Voided over at the Roadside.
Let's take a look at the location standing. In 10th place, we got VFW Austin. But over in Mankato, the Underground Bar and Grill finds himself in 9th place. In 8th place, it's Root River Saloon over in Lanesboro. Then over in St. Cloud, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in 7th place. 6th place, we're going to jump into the 5 million point club. It's Moose Lodge Wake Park in St. Cloud. Then over in Gaylord, you got Neeson's in 5th place. In 4th place, it's Cabin Bar in Nicolette. In 3rd place, you got VFW Northfield. What's happening over here on the Mega?
Doesn't look like it. We're moving on to that major prize. But you got 2 more locations.
That's right. In 2nd place, you got Neighborhood Tavern in Effie. They're in the 6 million point club. But with 6,293,000 points, our number 1 location is Beck's Pub in Becker.
Yeah, good job to those locations getting to the 6 million point club. But it looks like we've moved on to a $6 must-go prize. And we got...
Verove even?
Yeah, over at the Big Dog Sports Cafe, 1 ball away. We'll see if they're able to take it home or if it's going to be somebody coming from outside of that 1 ball away range, able to moss. But there's some big time players. Yeah, X370. Just 1 ball. Let's see. Can it be the right one? That's always the question. Sometimes it takes forever.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's super quick, the 1 ball away.
You never know how this is going to go.
See,
But it's lasting here. You get your money's worth this time, folks.
You really are. I Love Money joining in.
Okay. Mama bit.
Yeah, all the bits are a part of this party now.
We got the Yagses. We got the bits. Oh, there it is.
Yags 370 over the Riverboat Depot in Sartell, winning $6. 2, 13, 73, and 62 are the lucky 4 numbers. So enjoy some Skull Bingo during this next little 45 minutes.
That's right.
And then we'll be back for a Vikings game day at 6:45.
That is correct. At 6:45, we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
See ya.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people
people watching. Cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your.
That wasn't the end of Friday.
No, it was not the end of Friday, as we also had IBS over at McGilly's Cubbies.
I think it's just like McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy's.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Winning $670 on that jackpot. But then I actually was able to give out this jackpot out to Bruno to end off the Friday over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove. It was me and Cup of Joe Jordy, and we were able to give out $28,727 out to him.
Nice job, Bruno, and all of our winners, but we weren't done just on Friday. We took a little short rest on Saturday and came back strong on Sunday because we had Flippy over at Otter Tail Supper Club. I feel like that's really fitting. Won $4,832. Then $1,092 going out to MKW at Blasco's Embassy Bar, finishing off our weekend with great 6 jackpots this weekend alone.
Oh yeah, well definitely make sure you're playing all of our live bingo. We get started right at 12 o'clock and we end right at 10 o'clock, and so make sure you're playing all those fun games. Even the E-Tab games have a lot to offer as well. And remember, when you're playing Pilot games, your community wins. to the 300,000 point club because they got 375,000 points. It's American Legion Fridley. 5th place, it's Mapleview Lounge 2 with 393,000 points. Now, quickly moving on from that 300,000 point club into the 400,000 point club. In 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 402,000 points. With 418,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now, moving on from the 400,000 point club all the way into that 600,000 point club. Yeah, these locations have been getting it after in this 1st and 2nd place spot, and they were tied up just not too long ago, but finally broke out of that tie. In 2nd place, though, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 634,000 points, but leaving them in the dust with 637,000 points. I don't know if you can call that leaving them in the dust. It's still a tight race between those. They're still neck and neck, but in 1st place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, and what a crazy twiking zone we've had this season.
Oh yeah, we're in December, so Santa's coming to town, but so is the end of season X. So if you're gonna get these, be at the top of these standings in either the player side or the location side, you're gonna have to be after it from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time.
917,000 points. In Nicollet, it's Cabin Bar in 4th place, also falling back 1 spot. Well, who was the big riser that jumped up 2 spots from 5th all the way to 3rd? It's Beck's Pub in Becker, 5,278,000 points. Well, while we were doing the game day broadcast, you and I talked, wow, Beck's Pub getting a lot of wins, so we kind of saw this coming.
I mean, we were reading off their name every other game, it felt like, just because of how many players were winning at that location.
Yeah, it was a hot location in that, well, at least somebody was hot on that Lions versus Vikings game.
Yeah.
In 2nd place, we got VFW Northfield with 5,542,000 points. With 5,770,000 points over Neffy, it's Neighborhood Tavern, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, make sure you guys are coming out to all 3 PGL nights this week, as it is going to be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and they're all going to be PGL fun-filled, and so make sure you're coming out and having a lot of fun.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
9, Yags won it.
Yep.
Now we're in season X or season 10, and it looks like Yags going to take it home. I don't know what I can see season 11, in the front window of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now, let's head on to Coon Rapids, because in 6th place, we have a two-way tie. Well, Coon Rapids and Shakopee, because it's a two-way tie in 6th place. It's Carbonis beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish, because we are giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Hey guys, and giving out jackpots is the name of the game, and we've given out 19 during this week. 387 for this season X, trying to make it into that 400 jackpot range to finish off season X, because we only got one more month left.
I can't believe we're already there, but Friday did not disappoint. On Friday, we started off the day with Cruiser 7 over at Ray J's Woodbury, winning $795. But it didn't slow down there. We had Shmee over at Hollydale, 3-in-1, winning $1,850. But that wasn't the end of Friday.
No, it was not the end of Friday, as we also had IBS over at McGilly's Cubbies.
I think it's just like McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy's.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Winning $670 on that jackpot. But then I actually was able to give out this jackpot out to Bruno to end off the Friday over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove. It was me and Cup of Joe Jordy, and we were able to give out $28,727 out to him.
Nice job, Bruno, and all of our winners, but we weren't done just on Friday. We took a little short rest on Saturday and came back strong on Sunday because we had Flippy over at Otter Tail Supper Club. I feel like that's really fitting. He won $4,832. Then $1,092 going out to MKW at Blasco's Embassy Bar, finishing off our weekend with great 6 jackpots this weekend alone.
Oh yeah, well definitely make sure you're playing all of our live bingo. player in the 300,000 point club, and we got some players already creeping on that 3,000 point club as well. But our location standings, we got players all the way into the 600,000 point club. Yeah, that's how many points these locations have been getting. But let's get started off. In 10th place, we got Hog's Breath Bar and Restaurant in Little Canada with 224,000 points. With 255,000 points in 9th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent. Now we walk on over to Oakdale because in 8th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon Saloon with 273,000 points. With 283,000 points, just 10,000 points ahead of them, it's Lakefront Bar in the Center in 7th place. 6th place, we hop into the 300,000 point club, and not just a hop, we do a whole jump into the 300,000 point club because they got 375,000 points. It's American Legion Fridley. 5th place, it's Mapleview Lounge 2 with 393,000 points. Now, quickly moving on from that 300,000 point club into the 400,000 point club. In 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 402,000 points. With 418,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now, moving on from the 400,000 point club all the way into that 600,000 point club. Yeah, these locations have been getting it after in this 1st and 2nd place spot, and they were tied up just not too long ago, but finally broke out of that tie. In 2nd place, though, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 634,000 points, but leaving them in the dust with 637,000 points. I don't know if you can call that leaving them in the dust. It's still a tight race between those. They're still neck and neck, but in 1st place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, and what a crazy twiking zone we've had this season.
Oh yeah, we're in December, so Santa's coming to town, but so is the end of Season X. So if you're going to get these, be at the top of these standings in either the player side or the location side, you're going to have to be after it from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time of the year, we get 3 different opportunities for it.
We do. This week, we actually get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back to back to back. It's going to be a huge week all week long in PGL. Let's kick it off right away with these player standings.
Oh yeah, and I'm expecting some shakeups to be happening in these standings this week. In 10th place, though, we got Gramps at Gino's Bar and Grill with 1,025,000 points. With 1,034,000 points, in 9th place, we got Drumsky over at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. In 8th place, we got none other than Wet Santa at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,083,000 points. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,254,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,524,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in 3rd place, it's High Rising Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 3rd with 1,565,000 points. 2nd place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number 1 player has stayed on top pretty much the entire season, has had a few slip-ups, but is here once again. It's Devoided at the roadside, all the way with 1,975,000 points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in 1st place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big-time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing. They've got 3,911,000 points. But then we jump into the 4 million point club in 9th place at the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,066,000 points. With 4,178,000 points over in Lanesboro, it's Root River Saloon in 8th place. In 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,490,000 points. But with 4,841,000 points over in Gaylord, it's Neeson's in 6th place. 5th place, Falling back one spot, was in 4th, falling back to 5th place. It's Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 4,953,000 points. Inching real close to getting into that 5 million point club. Now we do jump into that 5 million point club with 5,117,000 points in Nicollet. It's Cabin Bar in 4th place, also falling back one spot. Well, who was the big riser that jumped up 2 spots from 5th all the way to 3rd? It's Beck's Pub in Becker, 5,278,000 points. Well, while we were doing the game day broadcast, you and I talked, wow, Beck's Pub getting a lot of wins, so we kind of saw this coming.
I mean, we were reading off their name every other game, it felt like, just because of how many players were winning at that location.
Yeah, it was a hot location in that, well, at least somebody was hot on that Lions versus Vikings game.
Yeah.
In 2nd place, we got VFW Northfield with 5,542,000 points. With 5,770,000 points over Neffy, it's Neighborhood Tavern, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, make sure you guys are coming out to all 3 PGL nights this week, as it is going to be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and they're all going to be PGL fun-filled, and so make sure you're coming out and having a lot of fun.
Over at the Corner Bar Goodhue, Bowl sits in 2nd place. But then you take a significant jump up to find this next player. It's actually 17,000 points. We get out of the 25,000 point club into the 50,000 point club. Actually, the only player to ever be in the 50,000 point club, and he's in it for his second season in a row. Our number one player in the state of Minnesota, Yags 370, playing at the House of Pizza in Sartell with exactly 50,000 points.
Oh yeah, some really dominant play by Yags 370. Just keeps on accumulating to his lead, and I mean, first player to ever get into the 50,000 point club last season. Now has done it once again.
Do you think that Jackpot Hunter trophy will ever leave the Yags house? It was a co-champion household. What in 2000 in season 8, season 9. Yags won it.
Yep.
Now we're in season X or season 10, and it looks like Yags going to take it home. I don't know what I can see season 11, in the front window of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now, let's head on to Coon Rapids, because in 6th place, we have a two-way tie. Well, Coon Rapids and Shakopee, because it's a two-way tie in 6th place. It's Carbonis beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge. Hey guys, and we're getting into a little bit of Vikings bingo. We love some good Vikings bingo.
Absolutely.
And
we're so excited to be with you guys for Vikings game day. We got the Vikings taking on the Bears. We got all kinds of super awesome stuff going on here all night long, as we got a super fun night for you guys planned.
Oh, yeah, but we are streaming live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and the Twitch app. Our channel name is Mega Soda, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled, press and play on all of these games. Also, make sure you guys are checking in on any of those streams to let us know what's happening at whatever bar location you're at, any kind of big jackpot you're going after, or just want to say a hi and tell us what drink you're drinking. Let us know on those streams.
Yeah, absolutely. We got $11 large line prize, $11 large M, and a $6,924 coverall on this game of Vikings bingo. We are broadcasting on the Pilot TVs that are newly installed all over the place. We got VFW, Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW, Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, and the Villa Bar and Grill. But we got someone.
Yeah, right. And Don, Bob, Vonnie.
Yeah, we got all kinds of ones.
Yeah, it's Don, Bob.
All right.
And Vonnie K888, all splitting that line prize of $11. Now working on this $11 large M. But you're talking about those great locations. We also have the 152 Club, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Blaine and Woodbury, Ditto's Bar, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, Clay's, and Neighbors on the Rum, Sleepy Eye Serviceman, and the Big Ten Tavern.
Hey, speaking of the holiday season, we got Grinch out there playing with us. Oh. Good to have a Christmas celebrity in.
Yeah, it is good to have a Christmas celebrity in. But let's see, can we get out this large M before we click over? And we'd want to get this M out really quickly.
Absolutely.
Because if we get a nice run up at this coverall, I mean, just a lot more likely that this close to $7,000 coverall is able to go out. We got Grisdecki 1 ball away. And there it is.
Oh, oopsie.
Yeah, over at VFW Austin, taking that large M of $11 and still gave us a really good run-up on this coverall.
Really good run-up, almost $7,000, $6,924 on this. So we'll see where that all ends up, but it is super, super good jackpot on a 25-cent card. You can play up to 36 cards a round on all these rounds. We got some games here at the beginning of the broadcast, some more Vikings games at the end of the broadcast. we're looking forward to hanging out with you guys for a couple hours here, of
Oh
course.
yeah, but before our Vikings get started, the Raiders and Browns have been going at it, and
interesting.
a little bit of a shakeup from the last time we were on air. We were on air just at 6 o'clock. We were checked in on this game, and it was 13-0 when we last checked in.
Right.
Now 13-14. The Browns have come back to take the lead with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Some really big play by Nick Mullins getting a touchdown.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right. Over at North Star Bar in St. Paul, getting that $17 must-go prize. That means we're getting enrolled in another game of Vikings bingo.
Oh, yeah, good old Vikings bingo. But, yeah, Nick Mullins having a good end of the game. Got a touchdown. Nick Chubb also getting a touchdown as well, seeing his numbers skyrocket, not only in just carries, but also in yards per carry.
Yeah, struggled early.
Yeah, he was averaging like 1.9 yards per carry at one point when he was at like 8 carries.
Yeah.
And now he's at 23 carries, so really increased that workload in the second half, but is now at 91 yards for 4 yards per carry.
Yeah, looks like he's could get a 100-yard game out of what appeared at halftime to be a terrible game for Nick Chubb, but that's what he is. He's a workhorse.
Yeah, he works him down. He reminds me a lot of these guys that are now that they just run, and they run really tough. They break down that defense, and then as soon as they can, they take off for big runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are flying on the wings of Curtis. We've got Curtis out there in the production on this one, so it's good to be hanging out here with Curtis, always giving us great info on the broadcast. We got 2 minutes till we get enrolled in this next game of Vikings bingo here on a super awesome Vikings game day broadcast.
Yeah, we got our Bears, we got our Vikings taking on those Bears.
They're a little better than the Packers, at least.
Yeah, they are definitely a little bit better than the Packers, just because they're a worse team. But the spread between those Bears Vikings, Minnesota is a 6.5-point favorite.
Yeah, and I don't think that's misplaced. I think that, other than I worry a little bit about the weather conditions out there at Soldier Field, our Vikings are definitely more than a touchdown better than these Bears.
Oh yeah, and the fact that we got Dalvin Cook still on the roster, even with all the fiasco of all the injuries and all the COVID that's happening in the NFL so far this week. I think it really bodes well for us because he's just such a great run attack. Being able to rely on your run on those cold weather games is just a huge lift off your shoulders. Plus, you got sure-handed players like Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne, who I don't think the cold will really affect their hands.
No, they're going to be able to snag those balls anyways. I think that's going to be just fine, as well as.
And Kirk Cousins has always played in the cold.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was in college at Michigan State. Then first few years Washington.
At Holland Christian in Michigan in high school.
Yes. So he was a Midwest guy for
right off Lake Michigan, just on the other side of the lake from Soldier Field.
Exactly.
He knows how to handle it.
Exactly. So we're expecting some good things out of Kirk Cousins, but 6.5 points, I think we can definitely cover that.
Yeah.
Just basically saying that if the Vikings win by a touchdown, they cover the spread. And so I think that they can do that with ease against a really poor Bears team.
Yeah, but here's Ben said, watch my step on this one when I said this, but because he said he got himself in trouble on this. But before I get into that, $12 line, $12 large M, and a $6,984 jackpot if we can hit that in 52 balls. That is on the over-under side of things. 45.5 points on that over-under, and I think it might be under on this one.
Really? It's already predicted to be a pretty low-scoring game.
Yeah.
But, with two offenses that have been very poor after watching what that Patriots New Orleans game, I'm feeling a little low scoring. So I don't know. I may be leaning towards that under. But before I make my full decision, we got the Vikes and will win, splitting that line prize. The Vikes.
I like where they're going with that. That's pretty fun. we do have a $12 large M now on the line. See if we can get in there. But yeah, I mean, you got some a good defense there for the Vikings. I feel like they're taking steps up on our Vikings side of things. The weather is a factor in all this, and even if the Vikings score a decent amount of points, how much can the Bears muster with that current offensive situation that they're in? Who's starting at quarterback for the Bears tonight?
I think Justin Fields is going to be starting for the Bears tonight.
Right.
He got re-healthy, fully prepped, and so I think he's taken back over.
Okay, and that might bode well for the Bears as far as this goes. If it's going to be a run game and he's going to be using his legs in the colder weather, that might actually work okay for the Bears.
Yeah, we got a large M going out to Chaser over at Commander Bar, JJ's Pub, and Breezy Point, taking that home, and just 38 balls dropped on that. So we'll see as these balls continue. Grinch 4 balls away, very doable right here. We have till 52 balls.
Yeah, they're in really good shot there. Oopsie, now just 3 balls away. Can he get it done? Got enough balls to do it, but it's going to take some balls to fall the right way for Oopsie. Yeah, now it needs to be pretty much straight in line here for Oopsie. We know this can be run a little behind. We saw it just at the half.
Right here. Doesn't look like it's happening. We're moving on to a must-go prize of $18. But that jackpot will be rolling into next game of Vikings Bingo. But that $18 coverall prize, 2 balls away. We got Kent and Marcy, Oopsie, and Sky all trying to take this one home.
Face from the A-Team out there playing. Good to see the A-Team in the house. Always super fun to have you guys aboard. I know Mr. T sometimes plays. So.
Yeah, we got Grinch over at Tavern, and Mama Bear. Grinch at Tavern on the Avenue, and Mama Bear at Iron Horse Bar and Grill. Good job to those 2 winners and the other 3 winners in this game of Vikings Bingo.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting to another game of Vikings Bingo coming up right here, right now. But yeah, that's the super interesting thing. I think the Vikings are going to win. I believe the Vikings are probably going to win and be able to cover that spread, that 6.5.
Yes.
Even though I'll say this, the Vikings, whether win or lose, they are the most consistent team in the NFL with under that 6-point spread.
Yes, so yeah, it's
risky.
It definitely is risky. So I don't know where to lean towards on the over-under. I think Minnesota definitely is going to cover that 7-point spread because the Bears, it's a rivalry team. Vikings are going to bring their A game. Well, sometimes it feels like they just don't bring their A game.
Yeah.
And I know they won't be slacking when it comes to the Bears.
Yeah.
The Vikings are 5-5 against the spread the last 10 games.
Okay.
On the road.
So split. All right.
As road favorites.
Okay.
So the 5-5 as road favorites.
Yeah.
Bears are 5-8 at against the spread at home as underdogs.
Okay. So they're under 500. We're right at 500.
Yes.
So from a betting standpoint, neither great.
No, but definitely leans towards the Vikes.
I think so. I mean, I always, in general, want to go with the better team.
Yes.
You know, it's hard to bet with the worst team. Although, you know, look at the Lions the last 3 weeks. They've won 2 out of the last 3.
You would make huge money if you bet on the Lions Cardinals game yesterday.
Oh, I mean, I can't imagine what the money would have been on that. But huge favorites, the Cardinals. They had the #1 record in the NFL coming into that. And, they lose to the Lions.
To the worst record in the NFL.
Exactly. Now the Jags, I think, have the #1 draft spot now. I think they passed up the Lions.
See, that's what I didn't want the Lions to do. As a slight Lions fan, more of a Vikings fan, but slight Lions fan, I was actually hoping that they were going to get the #1 overall pick. But, those Jacksonville Jaguars, Urban Meyer's gone from that team, and so we'll see.
That's interesting, yeah. It's such a short hook for Urban Meyer. Things that went wrong, and they went wrong fast.
Yeah, they really, really did. Yeah. But I hope that he can get another shot at being a coach just because I think he's done a lot of good things as a coach during his time.
One of the best college coaches of all time.
Oh, yeah. So hopefully he can get his stuff back together. But my prediction for this, Minnesota covers that spread. But I'm also saying I'm going to take the over because what does Minnesota like to do? And when we're on air, they like to take ginormous leads of 20-plus points.
Yes.
And then they like to let teams reel it back in. Whether they let the team win or lose, that's up to them. But they tend to do it. And so I'm going with that over. They seem to just let teams score 20-plus points on them every single game.
Yeah.
And just whenever you score 20, the Vikings defense, if I expect them to score over 20 points, I'm definitely expecting their offense to put up in the 30s of points. That means the over-under goes over into that 50 range, and I think then Vikings win. It's the over, and that's my prediction.
All right, we got JP over at American Legion, Granite Falls, getting that $12 line prize. Now we're working on this $12 large M. I'm going to go, of course, Vikings with the victory, covering the spread, but under on that score.
Okay.
We'll give our final, actually what that pick is here in a little bit. But,
yes.
Yes,
I already got mine in my head. If you want to give it out yet, but
all right, we can go for it if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
we got 32-27.
Oh, 32-27. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
all
wait.
Right. You're definitely over.
No, I did it wrong. I don't want it. I want it one score less. So I want it 20. I'm trying to put this all together.
28.
24 to 30. Whatever my other score was.
31?
32.
Okay, 32.
Yes.
All right. So you got Vikings 32. You've got the Bears at
24.
24. All right. So I'm going 24 for the Vikings.
Okay.
20. Let's see. No, not 20. We got Face over at Tavern on the Avenue in St. Paul. Nicely done. Working on this $7,000 jackpot. We've got a nice little run up at it. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We got really close. But you were talking about your prediction of the game. You were thinking 24 for the Vikings.
Yeah,
but
I'm actually going to
Bears.
I'm going to go 28.
28 for the Vikings.
28 for the Vikings.
Okay.
And 14 for the Bears.
14 for the Bears. Okay,
Yep.
so a really low-scoring outing for the Bears, but it wouldn't be anything surprising for that Bears offense.
No, not at all.
But next game is going to be Vikings versus the Rams. That's going to be December 26th. But before I go over more on that, we got some winners.
We got Emmy at Neeson's Gaylord in JP over at American Legion Granite Falls. I think Emmy might have won 2 on that, the way it was delaying there. 2 of the 3, maybe. But we'll see on the payout with you guys. $18 must go, split between the two of you.
Oh, yeah, some really, really good stuff. But I'm really excited for this Vikings-Rams game.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a super fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be at 12 p.m. Next Sunday.
Yeah.
So it should be. We don't have a long time to wait, so they're not going to have a lot of time to prep for those Rams, who have been really, really hot lately. But I think if anyone can beat them, it's us.
Well, and the other thing is Rams even have a shorter week because they're playing tomorrow.
Oh, they are playing tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
against Seattle.
That genius, great. And they can't start preparing for the Vikings too early. Seattle with Russell Wilson can win any of these games. But that means we are done with Vikings bingo during this time, and we are now getting rolled into some top 10 action.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun tournament games here tonight. We're super excited. We're actually getting into some Vikings victory.
Oh, it goes
then top 10.
Vikings victory, then top 10, then those games of Skull Bingo, where we got some